Hello there, my lovely Legionnaires. How are we doing today?
Hello, Legionnaires. It's me again.
Oh, how was lunch? Lunch was great! I had a hot dog for the first time in a minute. I just haven't been having them lately, and they were tasty.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Heaton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be working, and I have been. But I've also been DMing Bolt about our different but shared excitement from this morning.
I'm so glad for you.
Because Bolt is really excited for that new Mario and Luigi. And I can't shut the hell up about the fact that the MVC games are finally gonna be available. And the best part is that they're doing a physical release this time. So if they ever get this delisted due to Marvel licensing bullshit again...
You'll still be able to just have it.
Yeah, no, it's... Ooh, I love plastic boxes, Charlie. I love being able to buy things I like in a plastic box and put them on a shelf.
God, I'm a lover of physical media.
As most neurodivergent people on the spectrum tend to be, yes.
Listen!
That was a self-call-out, okay? You can't get mad at me.
Shut up, you're right, though! Ah!
I'm right a lot when it comes to noticing trends about you.
I can't help it. I like to collect things.
No, I do too. I can show you my shelves at any point. I can go out, take a photo of them, and then send those photos to you. Because I guarantee we could share. We could like stay up late and share photos of our physical media collections together.
I love, like, my big one is my manga collection, right? Because like, Justin can attest. I'm sitting next to it. We've hit the point where I now have so much that it physically isn't contained in the shelves anymore.
Hey, speaking of manga, this is an anime question, but okay, so
it isn't asking me anything. Go for it.
Okay, so you're the reason I watched My Dress Up Darling. And when we were watching the first season of Laid Back Camp in my home with the boyfriend and the roommate, you made a point that you had seen it, despite me not knowing that until like that conversation.
Pretty recently, I just started watching Eurocamp. Yeah.
Yeah. So me, Noe, and Steph started watching an anime that none of us had heard of until we were looking for something to start, because we tend to like go through shows that have multiple seasons at a time. Like we have like intermission sort of things between them each season and stuff. You know, prevent burnout and shit.
Right.
And Noe found a thing that that he hadn't heard of before. I never heard of before, and Steph had never heard of. And we've been watching it for like the last 4 nights, and we have been loving the fuck out of its content so far, because so it's an anime called Buddy Daddies.
I am familiar with Buddy Daddies, yes.
Yeah, and it rules, actually.
It fucking slaps ass. We were joking, Justin made the joke, and he's right. It is in fact the Spy Family we have at home, but it turns out the Spy Family we have at home is very good. It's
like when you say we have food at home, but the food you had at home is literally like the dopest. Like,
it's when you say that we have food at home and you're like, oh, damn it, I do have leftovers from Thanksgiving. You're so right.
Like, because here's the thing. So you're telling me that not only does this have some dope-ass set pieces, but also it mainly follows 2 men raising a child, and the 2 men are stupid?
They are stupid, and I love that about them.
And I'm not supposed to love this? I'm sorry. Everyone who knows me knows how I feel about dumbass fucking men. Okay?
And fucking dumbass men.
And you're telling me you gave me 2 dumbass men who are 2 different flavors of dumbass, and they're raising a child? Okay.
Huh? Oh, yeah, shit. Hang on, I didn't hit the... Thank you for telling me. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, so I didn't really have anything planned for today.
Sorry, I know that was a bit of a tangent. I was just bro.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
I am...
So,
Keaton, you fucking get me, you know?
I try? I try to be. I'm so relatable and hip with the kids.
We need to like.
So we've. Okay. So the plan for today. I just wanted.
No, you go ahead. Take your time.
So, I listened to our boy Thor Pirate Software.
Who?
He's a YouTuber that Justin and I like.
Okay.
And listen, he may have continued to spread the terrible false allegation that VTubers physically can't touch grass, but he said something about 4-hour streams every day. And I typically stream for about 2 hours.
Oh, same. No, same.
She did see them, and her feelings are a little mixed, I think.
There were name changes?
Well, yeah, there were fan translations of the Ace Attorney characters, and people are coping with that. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So,
Talking about 4-hour streams, and now you only stream 2 hours typically?
Yeah, so I typically only stream about 2 hours. So I thought today I would try a 4-hour stream.
To see how you feel about it?
Yeah, just to see how I feel.
That's fair.
And I didn't know anything I could do consistently for 4 hours that, like, wouldn't hurt my brain.
Was the answer Minecraft?
Well, yeah, because I have symptoms disorder, so I was like, yeah, okay, we'll try Minecraft. But since this is what I do in Minecraft all day, I was like, well, this isn't going to be particularly rollicking to watch. So, I thought what I would do is we'll turn this into like a glorified just chatting stream. So, AMA chat. I'm here for your like I said, within reason. There's certain questions I want to answer, and you'll know
Every time someone does the whole within reason thing that loudly, I just picture that scene from SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's literally like, the picture I want you to have is within reason!
And live!
And live! Yeah, I want, let's I figure while we're here, we can foster some learning together, chat. So ask me whatever you want.
Go ahead. And you know what? If I have an answer, I may answer too. You don't know, chat. You know, I'm here to. You know, Heaton has blessed you with my presence.
Factually true. When are you guys watching A Haunting in Venice? Hopefully fucking soon. We need to get back to regular movie nights. We've been bad about keeping up with our watch schedule in general. I sat here and was like, okay, here's our watch schedule. Here's what we have to do to keep up. So that way we don't keep falling off of the things that we like. And then we didn't watch Sign of Affection for 2 months!
Damn, that's crazy.
But we finished it the other night because I was sad. And it's one of my happy shows. So
a lot of my I have noticed a lot of my friends are sad.
I'm a traditionally fairly sad bitch, unfortunately.
Happens.
How am I doing? I'm doing all right for the most part. I've been going through some minor stuff, but I think I've thumbs up. I think I've got it. I think I'm figuring it out. It's gonna take a little bit, but I think I'm on the right track to being better. It's been a lot of learning about like the best ways to mitigate things and not fall into like old habits, because that's the tough one for me. I have a lot of really bad old habits that, like, I've tried for many years to break, and some of them I haven't, but for the most part, I'm getting better about, like, being mindful of those things. So I think I'm getting better. I feel better.
Keaton, at some point I'm gonna stop saying this about you. Shit, relatable.
I've cleaned up a lot of my shit, and I feel a lot better.
No, I get that.
Most of you would never know what those things mean, and the fact that you don't know what those mean means I'm doing a good job.
Like, I know, like, back in, like, 2020, for example, I had, like, I did not know how to cope with, like, what I think is anxiety well, because I'm not diagnosed, which is why I'm saying I think, but after 2020 and 2021, I'm kind of convinced I may have undiagnosed anxiety disorder. And because I didn't know about it, I think I developed a lot of bad coping mechanisms. The main one being, I had a bad habit of extremely toxic positivity and projecting all of my own anxieties onto other people.
That's unfortunately a pretty common one.
It is, and I'm better about it now. I want to make that clear. This is not current year Danica problem. It's just an example of, like, an old habit of mine that I've been trying to kick the last few years for obvious fact.
Why did my brain want to say post-war Danica?
Dog.
I don't know what the fuck that means in this context.
I was about to say. I don't remember that part of my VTuber lore, Heaton. I don't know what to tell you.
No, hold up. Wouldn't post-war be like the second half of 2024?
God, you're so right. Going into it, considering everything that's happened and is happening in Lyle's circle, I hear a very similar sentiment, at least from a bystander's perspective. Yeah, it's a lot of... I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to go into detail about it here for a number of reasons. One of them being I know a lot of people would like me to, and it's none of their fucking business. But, like, the whole thing, more or less, like, it's difficult to say because I don't want this to come across as, like, that I'm downplaying how anyone feels about it, especially the people involved, but, like, in the broad scheme of things, it's really fucking stupid. Like, and Lio and I have talked about it, right? Is that I think it's fucking stupid, and he's like, no, it is fucking stupid, and I'm like, then I don't know why we're continuing with it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to get too into it. Suffice it to say, I'm tired, you're tired, we're all tired.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. So, like, I relate to the whole, you know, kicking old habits, because there are ones that I, unlike my former toxic positivity, as a way of coping with my inability to properly deal with anxiety. Because I think a lot of people here who have the whole anxiety disorder thing understand this feeling I'm about to describe, where you're aware that 90% of your anxieties are based in irrational thinking.
That's a big one with me, is I refer to it as there's my anxiety, and then there's what I know intellectually.
Yeah.
So, like, there's things that intellectually I know to be true, that, like, I know the world isn't literally on fire. I know that. My brain says, consider the following, you're stupid, and it is. And I'm like, it's not, though. And my brain's like, can you prove that to us? And I'm like, well, no. And they're like, well, then you're a dumb bitch. Fuck you, die. And I'm like, well, I guess.
It's so annoying that happens. Because, like, even after I know, you know, the rational thought, the rational side of like a situation or a thing, there'll be, like, that lingering thought in my head for a bit of, okay, but what if actually, you know,
but what if?
To use your example as my jumping off point, it's like, well, logically, the world isn't on fire for this, that, and this reason, which you already know and have the resources that prove that to you bookmarked on your browser. And then, after I say that to myself and go back to my normal business, the irrational part of my brain will be, okay, but what if actually... And it's like, bro, I'll read it again. Fuck you. It's like, you know, I do think moving out of my folks' place and living somewhere where a grocery shopping errand isn't an hour, isn't like a 2-hour affair anymore.
God, you're so right.
Is like, I think it's been very beneficial to my health because now that I live with Noe and I can actually go out to my being able to be a living room person is so weird.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, I feel like the fact that I have more freedom within my surroundings, I'm able to more conveniently not only do my job, but also, you know, comfortably live. I think that's helped mitigate a lot of my irrational thoughts. Because
fucking same. One of my big ones, right? Was moving out was a fucking godsend for me. It made my life so much easier because I just didn't have to deal with the shit the bullshit I had to deal with my parents all the goddamn time. And it made me feel so much fucking better. Important question, how's your voice? My voice is fine. I feel much better. I've been trying really hard not to strain myself too much. Especially considering how bad shit was. But like, hang on, there we go. But like, I think I'm better in the long run, than I was overall, which is nice.
No, that's how I feel. It's like,
Oh. Why is funny blocking? Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 2 minutes.
Oh, James, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank God.
All right.
Bless James for it.
Bless this funny British man.
It's good to be back.
Ask you anything. Okay, why is funny block game fun? I think, for me, I said this, so we talked about this the other day when I was playing, Sims, right? I like building, like, decorating. I love that kind of stuff. It's why most of the games that I play, most of the Minecraft that I play is modded, is specifically for that purpose. Is like, I like, this is just a big, like, honeybee catacomb, right? But I like, so, especially when I'm not doing so hot, I really like, doing stuff that's sort of mind-numbing, but has a tangible end point, if that makes sense. Like, I like doing stuff that has, because I feel like if I do something that has, like, no end point, then I don't get anything out of it, and I get bored. But with stuff like Minecraft, I can just do this for hours, and then I still get the little dopamine hit when the section's complete. It's like, for example, right? We're building this section to fill out into this part of this cliff, right? So once this segment is complete, then I get to pan around it and be like, yeah, it's so clean, it's so good, I did a good job, it's all nice and even, and I love that shit. That's what my fucking neurospicy brain is like, no, that's what you want. That's the good shit, TM. So that's why I like Minecraft. It's why I discovered I really like The Sims. It's what I liked about House Flipper. Is you get, okay, Google, stop. You get a really nice, like, tangible feeling of progress. But it's also something that, like, if I don't like the way this is turning out, I can just stop. I can just stop and start a new world, and there's no consequences for that. And that's nice and satisfying for me. What was the weirdest thing you and Wing watched together? I asked this weirdest thing I watched with a friend is Brandon Rogers for 3 hours straight. The weirdest thing you and I have watched together is different than the weirdest thing I've watched with friends. The weirdest thing I've watched in a group was I played Dramatical Murder with a group of friends when I was freshly 18.
I wasn't there. I will say though, I don't know if you witnessed it, considering how your experience with the convention period was different than mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I think on like day 3 or 4, I saw an Oba Dramatical Murder cosplayer, and I stopped and just...
I did see them, and I lost my fucking shit! I was like, I looked at Brooke and Justin, and I went, I thought I was fucking free. This sucks!
I was about to say, Yowie Sonic, I thought you were dead!
Yowie Sonic!
Have you no, look at Oba, think of him as if he's a 2012 Gaijinka design of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Shut the fuck up. Did you ever call Alba Saragaki Yowie Sonic in my fucking presence ever again? It's the worst thing you've ever said to me. I hate that.
Is it really the worst thing I've ever said to you? Is it really?
You know what? There's a distinct possibility. That was so long ago. Shut up. Don't stop saying that I'm old. I can't do this! I'll ban you!
Welcome to my world, Heaton Mitsuru!
No! I'm not like you! I'm not old!
I've thought about the fact. I brought this up, I think, like 2 days ago at this point. But I recently had a moment where I was, like, sitting in my desk chair, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna be 30 in 5 years.
I'm gonna be 30 in, like, I think now 5 months.
Like, because I'm 25 this year. And about 5 years from now, I'm going to be 30. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that kind of fucks me up. Granted, I've put a positive spin on it, which is that I will be entering my hot wine aunt era.
Join me.
And I look incredibly forward to the, wow, you're so hot for 30 comments. I'm looking forward to that.
You're looking forward to being MILF passing?
I am very much looking forward to being MILF passing.
So one of my fucking all-time favorite Hazel quotes is the, I'm looking forward to the time in which I'm looking forward to being MILF passing. Fucking... I
am very much prepared for the 30-year-old Wingwolf era of my life. Because I have been made aware that despite public perception, your 30s actually kind of rules, and I'm looking forward to that.
That's true.
That's what everybody's told me. They've said, like, your 30s are when you're, like, when you discover the most about yourself.
And, like...
And listen, that rules. But also... Die.
I'm looking very... I mean...
But also, I don't want to be 30. I don't want to be... I had a moment.
Okay.
When Ben told me... When Ben, my boy, my best friend of many years, told me that he was that he and his partner are getting married.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for the two. And there was a split fucking second where my brain had to process, because my brain said, well, we're too old to be married. Or we're too young to be married. And then I had to remember that no the fuck I'm not. And I hate it here.
You wanna... You know, I had a similar experience, actually.
Sure.
2 of my best friends of 9+ years at this point are engaged to each other now.
And we've hit the... That and, like... There's people who were in high school with me who are, like, getting pregnant and having kids.
Oh, God.
And my brain is like, My brain keeps saying, we're too young for that. We're not. I'm almost 30. This is... I'm going to be MILF. I'm going to age into being a MILF soon. And well and truly, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I can't do this. I want out. I want off this wild, crazy ride.
There's no escaping. There's no escaping.
I don't wanna be a MILF.
I have also found that almost everyone who's like I don't wanna be old, and then 30's old, I don't wanna be old, and then they turn 30, it's like, oh wait, this is actually kinda nice.
I don't think it'll be bad. It's just okay.
You don't want to feel the emotion of nostalgia.
No, I don't. You're right. That's it.
I was about to say.
Well, Lio and I have joked about this, right? Is that the two of us have talked about things, and then people around us are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, no, you're supposed to say that to him. His childhood was in the 80s. You can't say this to me. This sucks. Shut up.
Listen, like I said, I'm personally looking forward to my MILF passing 30s. I can't wait for people to be like, I like older women, and then I'm older women. It's gonna be like mad funny.
Oh, don't call me Ms. Mitsuru. Oh, I'll die.
But
oh, gross. Actually, don't. Blech. Blech.
I will say, it's already weird to me that I'm 25. Like, because I swear it feels like I was 21, like, not that long ago, but I know time's a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, dog, I don't think the world is prepared for me in my 30s. I don't think the world's ready for that era. But you're gonna have to be in a good, almost, like, 4.5 years, basically, at this point. You're gonna have to be ready for the 30-year-old wing era. It won't be much different from the 20-year-old era wing. I'll just be older and
wiser? Question mark.
Maybe, hopefully, please. I'd like to have better way. I'd like to understand the key to gripping with more complicated situations and emotions, please. That'd be great. Dog.
Honestly, 20s era Boone was cringe. 30s era Boone is based.
Factually true.
You wouldn't have even known 20s era Boone.
No, that's what I mean. 30s era Boone is based. So facts. I know that.
Yeah.
Granny Heaton, I'll kill you. In terms of like fandom shit, I'm considered a grandma. I was around for the days when the yaoi paddle was wild on the con floors. Heaton's a DILF, a demon I'd like to- I'm not a demon! We've talked about this! I'm an eldritch monstrosity! I hate it here. Can't trust you fuckers for shit. Can't believe you would mis-species me. Fucking,
These chips are salt and vinegar.
They sure do be.
I have had several moments where I learned certain friends of mine are younger than me, and it fucks me up. Like, I remember I was talking about, this mainly comes up whenever media, like the age of certain media is brought up to me. You know that meme where it's all like, it's not that old, it's 20 years. I saw this in theaters. I remember seeing this in theaters.
I saw this in theaters. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's already bad enough that someone that I had the Owl House weaponized against me once. Affectionate, but that's not the point.
How do you feel about the Sonato movie? I'm so excited.
I've
only seen the first Sonic movie.
The second one's pretty good.
Because we're going too soon. Because I've never seen... Because I was never, despite everything about me, namely my autism, you would think that I would have been a big Sonic kid. I was not. I had friends who were big Sonic kids. But I've only started to kind of enjoy Sonic, like, now-ish. And even then, I'm like, I like enjoying this in the background of my day-to-day. Like, I like having this be something that I am just occasionally exposed to. In the same way that, you know what? The perfect way to describe it, I feel the same way about Sonic that I feel about Dragon Ball. I was never a big Dragon Ball Z person. But I'm having more fun in my adulthood listening to the people around me talk about Dragon Ball. Like, I love sitting and listening to Avi and Silver and Ellie tell me all the cool shit about Dragon Ball than I would actually enjoy it on my own.
I hope you're ready for me to be for me to be really annoying about that subject when Sparking Zero drops.
I should show you my Dragon Ball OC.
But you probably should. I should probably make one at some point.
She's a transgender lesbian.
I love that. I should probably make one. Side note, by the way, I need to tell you a funny situation that involves Dragon Ball and my sexuality.
Huh?
Yeah, setup's great. So I was in a call, and I want to make it clear, this happened on one of my streams, and I want to also make it clear I am not making fun of the person involved in this conversation, because this was a conversation between me and my sister, and as you know, siblings tend to, just kind of
Yeah.
roast each other.
So I've heard.
Yeah. I think it was during one of my Pseudo Regalia streams, but it's hard to remember. I've slept since then. I casually mentioned, "Ayo, Goku's kind of hot," because I do in fact think Goku's hot. So yeah, no, rollicking start. I know. So then, my beloved sister, one Dove herself, started, joking around, being like, "You find Goku hot, lol?" And I sat there and I went, and I looked at her because I want you to know I follow her Twitter, and this is relevant information. I looked at her and went, "Dove, yesterday you literally tweeted I want to be in between them about the intro cutscenes between Homelander and Omni-Man. I don't want to hear you judge me because I think Goku's hot."
I'm never gonna let Dove live that down.
Oh, trust me, all of her replies did not.
Not in a million years. Homelander?
I do want to make it clear, she's more attracted to Omni-Man, which makes more sense.
Which makes more sense, but isn't better. Fucking...
Okay.
Honey, he's homophobic! Come on!
If you've read the comics of Invincible, I can understand the appeal of Nolan.
Yeah, no. Fucking Omni-Man I get. I don't agree, but I get it. Homelander's homophobic, honey!
Oh no! What's really funny is that she makes fun of herself for it, so don't worry.
God.
But listen, I love Dove, genuinely. Her actual boyfriend is really nice. He's a darling friend to be around, which I'm glad my sister's dating a guy who's cool, by the way. Because she had very bad dating choices growing up, so I'm glad she's with someone who's decent as an adult.
I'm glad for her too, then.
And, of course, neither of us were actually judging each other during the whole Goku conversation. It was really just a fun ribbing session. I just think it's funny that she tried to pull that shit like a day after that tweet. It's like, girl, think I don't read?
You're talking shit about my thirst takes and this, but you presented me with this. Do not speak.
I was about to say, man.
Ma'am, your speaking privileges are revoked. You've lost your right.
I need you. I am. Look, I can. Look, it's. This story is great because literally the other day I was talking about how great my sister is, and I was showing like Justin and Brooke my sister's work desk that she's in her home in Virginia, and like I showed her like I showed Justin the fact that Dove has an entire dedicated part of her work desk just dedicated to all her Nami merch being in one place.
Based.
Because that's another thing. Dove loves Nami. Like
Based.
Dove absolutely loves Nami. We'll go to bat for Nami on a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
except as a Sanji liker, acceptable.
But no, yeah. But no, Dove has like I don't think I showed you Dove's fucking work desk, but like she has a shit ton of Nami shit.
Good for her.
And she has a free monitors, and one of the monitors just has like a photo of Nami as the wallpaper, and it's like so high quality. And I remember I showed that to Justin, and Justin joked saying that Dove had a whole monitor just for Nami.
Just for her, which is what she deserves, truly.
And it's really funny, too, because like
she's like, I can fix him. I hope that's not the mentality, baby.
I've never heard her say that, by the way.
I need you. Okay, by the way, speaking of I can fix him for a split second. So the fucking Eggmancers.
Where is this going?
Have a lot of fucking lip. They're like, oh, you know, as a Soulless Mancer, baby girl, respectfully, get out of my house. Respectfully, who told you that you were allowed? Who said? Who let you in here? You leave this establishment this exact moment. Unfucking believable. They've been like, people have been posting the like, don't embarrass me, motherfucker meme. And I'm like, honey, you fucking mage mancers are like, don't embarrass me this time. And it's like, bitch, you romanced Solus. You romanced Anders. Nobody embarrassed you but you, sweetheart.
I do want to also... Hold on. I'm trying to remember something else that reminded me of this.
It's Catty Goral hours, and I'm gonna be, once again, much like the girlies who are like, oh, I can't believe that BioWare would do this to me, that Bull would betray me. Like, no, you made this bed. You made this bed, you had him kill his family, you sleep in it. You sleep in the bed you made. You deal with the shit that you deserve. I hope you have the day that you deserve, sweetheart. It's the same shit of like, don't embarrass me again. It's like...
Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another.
Yeah, like, don't... You don't get to be here and be like, well, don't embarrass me this time. Like, baby girl, you were the one who was like, he's abusive and racist, and I think that's hot. Like, are you for real?
What?
Like, I can't get over it. I can't get over that girl on TikTok who's like, why do people keep telling me, why does the fandom keep saying that Solus is racist? He only told Bull to his face that his ethno-religion, that his fucking ethno-religion intentionally turns people into savages because they don't know any better.
What? Huh.
And then tried to be like, well, no, the way we phrased it, right? Because, like, nobody saw what the problem with this was, again, it had the energy of, like, I don't hate Jewish people. I only hate ethnic Jews.
But...
And it's like, dog, you can't... Brittany... You can't do this to me. You're a moron. Okay.
So...
I'm unironically looking forward to Joker 2's commentary on that kind of culture. I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you. I watched the first Joker, and I just,
I personally, I want to make it clear, I don't really think it's one of the best movies ever or anything.
No.
But like,
it's not a. Here's the thing, right? I've talked to a couple of people about this, and I want to make something very clear. It's not a bad movie. It's a very well put together, well shot, well acted movie. But in the same way that I feel about movies like fucking, There Will Be Blood, and like Apocalypse Now, it's a fucking drag. It sucks.
It's a very good movie, but that doesn't mean it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's not a. That's what I mean when I say that when I say Joker sucks, I don't mean it like it sucks like it's a bad movie. I mean it sucks like watching it was horrendously unpleasant, and I don't feel like I gained very much from watching it.
oh, you got a $10 donation.
Thank you, James.
Rad.
What did you send me? You're so right! James, you're so right. I forgot that our boy... I love that they, with their whole ass, were like, oh yeah, Rian Johnson was like, no, he's just gay. Cope and Steve, sit and spin. And that made me so happy.
Sorry, who's gay?
Benoit Blanc.
Oh, yeah.
The protagonist of the,
Knives Out.
of the Knives Out franchise. Yeah, he's gay. He's a gay-ass gay man. I don't know if you've seen the way that he dresses, but that should have been your fucking first clue.
There was speaking of queer, there was a post.
Speaking of queers!
There was a post that was all like, is there a character that is so obviously queer that you sometimes have to remind yourself it's not canon? Because I had an answer from the minute I saw that get asked.
So queer that I have to remind myself it's not canon.
Like they're not canonically queer rep, but
where did I fuck up my math?
You fucked up
right
back
here.
there. You
right
you
here.
spaced free. Yeah. No, but like, I reminded, because they were asking that question, and then I quote retweeted, "That is a polyamorous asexual, sir." Picture of Sora.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself that's not canon. Like, regularly.
You and I have talked about this a couple of times.
Because, I'm sorry, it's so obvious to me. He has all of the signs. But, like, I still have to explain it to other people in the fandom sometimes. They're like, why do you think Sora would be a polyamorous asexual? And I'm like, one, there is no way that boy is monogamous. Considering how he views love and his emotions, I don't see it being the case. And two, I don't care how old he gets. In my mind, there is like,
there we go.
He's going to be ace as fuck. That just feels right to me.
Yeah, Sora is one of the few times where I'm like, no, he has two hands, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. Like, because in the context of the series, it's so clear to me that he values Riku and Kairi equally. And people who don't see that are just blinded by their decades-old shipping debates and need to grow up, leave their parents' basement, and realize that shipping discourse is stupid and dumb. Anyway.
This is my boyfriend Sora, and this is his boyfriend Riku.
Literally, though. That's literally their entire dynamic. Like, you can't tell me it isn't. You cannot tell me that isn't the case, especially not after KH3, dog. I'm not saying anything, because I know a lot of people are going in blind because the series got put on Steam, and a lot of y'all are playing it for the first time, and I want you to. because I think it's really cool that KH games are now easy to access, because I grew up as a longtime fan, and I knew what it was like when you had to have half the consoles on market just to play the whole series.
God, I remember those days.
So I am very pleased that now you can just buy all of them on Steam. You know, unless you want to play Days or Coded, then you're kind of fucked. But
why would you? But in fairness, why would you want to play Days or Coded?
Because Days is good, Heaton.
It's fine. Has Justin told you the greatest mistake he's ever made in his life?
What was the mistake he made in his life?
He started Kingdom Hearts with Days.
Justin! I like Days, but why would you do that?
We were talking about this, and I was like, I think objectively there's not a worse place to start playing Kingdom Hearts than Days.
Actually, there is actually a worse objective place, and I've actually heard it from a few people who started with this one.
Hello, fuckheads.
A Dream Drop would also be bad.
Hi, Zach, real quick, I gotta pause this. I gotta pause this autism to bring up this autism since Zach's here. Hey, Zach.
What about my autism?
No, Zach. I need to ask you because, admittedly, I want to talk to you more about fighting game shit. Well, I want to talk to you more in general because I like your vibe, but that's beside the point.
I saw you from across the Discord chat, and I just wanted to let you know that I really like your vibe.
Legitimately, though.
Oh my god.
Like, I like Zach's vibe. I mean, it started because I met.
Anyway, Street Fighter.
Yeah. No, I was gonna tell. I wanted to ask you.
Here passing. It's the meme, the fucking Twitter meme of "Will you match my freak?" Yes. No.
But like, no, Zach. How do you feel about the Marvel vs. Capcom collection?
I am having a great time. I'm not gonna lie. That was the only thing that I was turning up for in that direct. I'm sorry. There were like. I already posted that. 7 games in that. I was like, oh, so we're sad. Okay.
I was about to say, but I think, honestly, upon sitting on it, I think the MVC collection and Farm Age are like probably the biggest announcements for me. But Farm Age is really only that way because I will literally be excited for anything that has character designs by Hiro Mashima slapped on the cover because I love that man's work. But the Marvel vs. Capcom collection excites me because they're doing a physical release too.
Yeah, them doing a physical is huge because the thing is, because I'm a filthy Xbox player, I do in fact not own any physical copies of games.
Cringe!
Oh yeah. So bad news, the collection is not coming to Xbox.
Well, yeah, it's Switch, obvi. But I do have a Switch.
It's Switch, PC, and PlayStation. They confirmed all the platforms off after the direct.
Well, it's okay because I'm getting a Windows PC next month. I will no longer gross Mac user.
That's good because that means I don't know. We could maybe play some Marvel together.
Marvel baby.
He's Marvel baby.
Oh my god.
Like
this is why I only like X-Men.
Actually, hilariously enough.
Luckily they'll have X-Men versus Street Fighter.
I was gonna say, hilariously enough, Zach. My mains in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, one of them is an X-Men.
Serve.
Because my main team in UMVC 3 is Dante, X-23, and Felicia.
I see.
Of fucking course it is.
Okay, which part of that is of course it is?
All of it. All of it. Every single bit of it.
Attracting women is my favorite genre of character design.
Exactly.
Which one is attracting women? Which one are we talking? Is it all three?
All of them.
All of them. Yes.
All of them.
I'm currently, if you hear any background noise, because I'm in the middle of redoing my entire room and streaming setup at the moment because I'm soundproofing today.
Relatable content.
I do need to also mention another funny UMVC free fact.
Which
actually ties back into an earlier thing we were talking about.
Witches!
I don't know her full main team, but Virgil is one of Dove's mains.
Again, respectfully, of course it is.
No, it's so funny because of how often me and Dove joke where it's all like, Lamau, she's Virgil and I'm Dante. Like, we joke about that all the fucking time. Because our entire relationship as sisters is just literally, what if Dante and Virgil were cunty queer women?
Fucking
Serve, I fear.
I didn't get a chance to sit for the whole thing, so I wanted to ask you, how did your Geef tournament go?
The what?
I saw Zach
was... I got top 8 by doing nothing.
Fuck
what?
yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, you need to explain, what the fuck did you do?
Nothing. Like, literally, I had 2 masters bail on playing me.
Damn! They were like,
and I'm ass at this game. The thing is, okay, here's the problem that I've now run into. I'm, like, famous now. Like, people are purposefully finding me in tournaments and games now. Like, it's hard for me out here in these lobbies.
This is what happens. You served cunt too close to the sky.
I know. Like, it's so wild to me. Because I legitimately have people from, like, EU and shit trying to get into my lobbies to fight me.
Bananas.
And one of my own he wasn't my moderator at the time, but he is now. He literally came into my stream, found what lobby I was in, precisely timed so he could stream snipe me, took me out at top 32, and goes top 4.
Damn.
My mods are brutal.
That's
Cringe.
Awesome.
Fucking owned. They're like, get got, idiot.
Yes.
So, last night in WWE, a thing happened.
What happened?
So, they debuted a faction that people knew was coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of a tribute to a guy named Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Which iteration? There's several.
Oh,
yes.
You're wrestling too? Oh god, I'm fucked.
No, I used to be super into wrestling, and I know of the Bray Wyatt let's make a fuck ton of people in one group, like, phenomenon. That is absolutely a thing.
I was gonna say, I can't fucking escape you people. I swear to Jesus.
There's like a multiverse of Bray Wyatt subunits in WWE. It's insane. They span like a decade.
Damn.
So the faction is known as the Wyatt Six.
God.
Okay.
It's the weirdest boy band name I've ever heard.
No, literally.
Who's in it?
So, the thing is, the people in it are all currently, like, wearing masks that are based on, like, much creepier versions of mostly characters from the Firefly Funhouse.
I thought for a split second you were gonna say that they were wearing masks of his face.
Well, one of them kind of is a mask of his face, actually.
God damn it!
My god.
So,
well, that's nothing compared to the Fiend, who was wearing a mask of his face over a mask of his face. Anyway,
that is true.
The Wyatt lore is
WWE
wild.
Doing?
I don't know, but
So the Wyatt Six, basically, they put basically the whole clip up, and there's a lantern on the ground, which is like, that's something that Bray Wyatt used to carry to the ring, and he'd like blow out the lantern, and like,
yeah,
sure,
I know this.
And this woman crawls towards. This woman is actually Nikki Cross.
Okay, I've heard of her.
Yes. So far you were.
This is
so far you were.
To me, Chad.
So far you are saying words that make sense to me.
So,
Cantonese or Mandarin Heaton.
Yeah, both.
He like crawls towards it and then like creepily stands up and just points towards the back, and the camera goes towards the backstage area. There's like a pile of dudes, like dead bodies, and standing over them is a guy in a rabbit mask with a giant hammer.
Yeah.
And he is Eric Rowan.
Alright.
I know of him. He's been in, like, the Bray Wyatt multiverse many a time.
Yes. And the hammer, of course, being a reference to the Bludgeon Brothers, R.I.P. Brody Lee. Now then it pans to this area known as Gorilla Position. and like sparks shoot out. There's more bodies on the ground.
Why isn't there?
There's a dude in like a buzzard mask. Just perched up on top of one of the structures of it.
Is it Finn Balor?
No. That, I believe... Yeah, that one is Dexter Lumis.
Clawing violently.
Oh yeah, wasn't Alexa Bliss in the Bray Wyatt multiverse at some point? What happened there?
She hasn't been revealed yet as part of Wyatt 6, but we think that but a lot of people think that she's going to be the 6th person.
Whatever.
I really wish that she stayed in her girly pop era. Like, dude,
I was about to.
The girly pop era of like female WWE wrestlers. Oh my god, we were sad, bro. Bailey, Asuka, Carmella, but Alexa Bliss. We were sad.
I was saying I missed.
But anyway. So then it goes further back into the hallway.
Oh no.
And there's a dude in a pig mask who is Joe Gacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the hallway is Chad Gable, who is laying there basically dead with like a blood splatter on his temple.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
And
WWE got really dark. What happened?
Yeah.
I'm violently turning this conversation around.
All right.
And it's only because it's on a similar topic, but something I understand now.
Okay. I'm curious where this is going.
I was about to say, also, my brain went, no relation to John, what did you say his name was? Last name Gacy? What was it?
John Wayne.
Joe Gacy.
Yeah.
No relation to John.
I was about to say no relation to John Wayne, I hope. Thank God. So anyway, God, it'd be funny if he was related to John Wayne, just not John Wayne Gacy. But so, Emo has been flooding our DMs with wrestling talk, and I don't understand any of it. I just keep getting sent funny clips of dudes doing cool shit, and I'm like, cool, thumbs up.
Well, yeah, because pro wrestling is just shonen battle manga in live action.
Factually true. So,
kinda, yeah.
So I was like, alright. Then, so she sends me the other day. She sends me.
What does she send you?
A fucking DM that said something. After the other night's dog collar match.
Uh-huh.
And I went, after last night's what?
Oh yeah, no, that's happened before.
And she's like, dog collar. And she's like, dog collar matches. And she sends me a bunch of video clips. And I'm like, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, anyone who says WWE isn't extremely queer-coded is simply lying to themselves.
I'm like, I've seen fanfics that do exactly this. You're on drugs. What the fuck? This is a tag on AO3, I promise.
That's another comparison that I can make between pro wrestling and shonen battle manga. Is that my favorite character is the upstanding cool dude with blonde hair. I can't do this. I was just sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is some of the most homoerotic bullshit I've ever seen. You motherfuckers are wild. You ever see a man almost hit another man over the head with steel stairs? Shit gets fucking weird. I was like, there's fucking businessmen who pay great money for other men to do this to them in the privacy of their own home where no one can see it. And you're broadcasting it live on TV for free. This is insane. I can't with this shit. Pro wrestling, yo. Oh god, who was it? See, that's it was. Do you want to? Okay, speaking of that, do you want like a wild intersection? I am so worried. Go for it.
So if this is a wild start. If you're deep in the Onision paint.
All right.
Okay.
Like I am, because I wish nothing but the worst for that horrible, man asterisk. But, so fucking, he, in one of his, like, books that he wrote about his, like, in his actual autobiography, instead of the 3 that he
gotta
pretended
enter the
to write.
onion mind?
Yeah. He wrote about a girlfriend he had that he dumped because she wrote WWE RPF.
He really just said insulting women. Bottom text.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. This is a lot to process. Hold on.
And I think that's really funny.
Guys, how do I move my bookshelf? I don't want to take all this shit off.
I don't know.
With your hands and very carefully.
The problem is it won't move when I do it with my hands and very carefully.
Use your mind.
Just simply use your mind.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Be the mind freak you want to see in the world.
It's so true.
Mind freak. Like Chris Angel?
That is the joke. Welcome to the bit.
I think a core memory just unlocked in my head because you mentioned that. Now
I do as well. I want to reclaim OK Groomer for those days. Remember when the world was simpler and we could just hit Onision with verbal bricks? I do. I remember those days.
Hold on. Shit.
I remember when it was easy to hate motherfuckers.
Where?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to get my thoughts back in order because we went on like 4 tangents and I had one in the middle of them and I forgot it and now I feel dumb.
Here's a 5th.
Ah, sick.
Actually, so on the topic of bits, I did like my favorite thing I've ever done in my streaming career, and it is what we call a commitment to being petty and a commitment to the bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I applaud both of these things.
Did you guys see that I debuted the Twink Secretary outfit?
Nice.
So what is that?
Literally. And it was a day after Leia something was trying to call me a transphobe and ableist because she was desperate, and I was like, oh my god. The timing really does work in our favor, huh?
I do love that. I do love that for you.
I know. And then I posted on Twitter the next day. I just said, it's the meme of Doki Bird, but I put my VTuber over it. It seems my superiority has caused some controversy.
So factually true.
Also, I'm only touching on this because it's funny. Guys, Zach is a transphobe. Zach currently in a call with
trans people?
With the funny trans people.
No, it was funny because I read that with Lynn in the call initially, and the Lynn's just like, "Hi, I'm sad."
That's even funnier.
No, you know what? You know what? She's got a solid point. You are transphobic. Why don't you come hang out with us on streams more, Zach?
It's mainly because I'm usually busy when you stream.
No, see, I would bring it up for the fact that Zach isn't transphobic. I just want a blatant excuse to talk to Zach more.
It's funny to me because she called me an ableist because of the fact that 3 different live stream chats were asking if she's intoxicated, so I asked her directly. That's her ableism claim, and I was like, aw, you infantilizing autistic people definitely wasn't ableism, but me asking if you're intoxicated definitely is. Clearly, 100% 10 out of 10.
No, obviously. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, this tracks.
This has nothing to do with you being a fucking babbling moron. What are you talking about?
The pin board is insane right now, guys. Let me tell you.
It's so goofy, I must say. Like, yeah, it does make me giggle, you know?
I was gonna say something. I have 4 more.
Because I just said straight up on stream, because a lot of people were actually bringing it to me. They were like, Zach, Leia's calling you all these things. I just said on stream, I see her views dropping. She's desperate.
Zach, can I just say...
honestly.
Can I just say, Zach, you are... God, you slay. What the fuck?
I know, right?
Like when we first met, I kind of knew you were rad because I liked your vibes, and I envied your voice.
You saw me from across the Discord chat.
I did, yes. I saw you across Discord chat. I liked your vibe. I envied your voice, and the few times we do get to speak, it's like, God, you were such an icon. What the shit?
Yeah, I immediately outrank 99% of Discord users because, get this. Alright, if anyone has Vine booms, this would be perfect. I shower. I have a skincare routine. I have a hair care routine. And I have accessories.
I do the first one and the last one.
Okay, making sure that the shower one was the one you picked.
Yes, I do shower.
Okay.
Okay.
I do in fact also shower.
No, this is this is the firm declaration that like most VTubers, don't shower at any point. Simply it is because I don't have skin.
Well,
I shower, which
you said that like you were questioning it.
No. I do shower. Not always daily because sometimes depression.
It's not good for your hair.
But, well, then I guess take that depression, I guess. But no, it's like I shower like a good bi-daily usually.
I shower every other day.
I don't have a skincare routine, but I have been more physically active. And I've been eating better than I did back at my folks' place, mainly because eating is easier to do now when I don't live in a place where going out to the living room results in a miniature dog biting my legs.
I don't have a skincare routine purely because it's so much work.
It's funny to me because my skincare routine has led to my favorite Lyo Convoy reaction literally ever.
Oh god.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, I use a snail mucin skincare routine. And so the thing is that I'm telling the story while I'm moving all my X-Men figures off my shelf. But basically, so I went into call the first day I used it, and it was like me, Busy, Drunkle, Lyo, just a few other people, and so we're all in there, right? And I was like, guys, I feel like I've ascended. This is amazing. And then I sent Drunkle the link because he asked for it, and I was like, hell yeah. And then Lyo goes, you're smearing what on your face? Because he heard mucus instead of mucin.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're smearing what on your face? I'm like, oh, it's snail mucin. He goes, snail mucus? I'm like, no, that's not what that is. And we go back and forth, and he's like, you're smearing green stuff on your face. And I'm like, no, I'm smearing white stuff on my face. And he just goes completely silent and then leaves.
I mean,
yeah.
See, I relate to that because I also know what it's like to have white stuff on my face on a constant basis.
Unbelievable! I can't fucking believe this. This is aphobic on Pride Month.
Good night, everybody.
How is my pansexuality phobic to your asexuality? I don't understand.
Danica, the easiest out you had is that, like, your muzzle on your OC is white. You could have taken that route, and then you did it.
Because I was trying to make a bukkake joke, Zach.
My god.
My god. Oh my god.
I am committed to my pit.
What was the... Thank you for the... Oh, thank you for the raid, Odd Bacon. Thank you.
What a great time to raid. What a wonderful time to
what a wonderful
time to
Hello,
raid.
welcome to Bukkake.
Hello there, my lovely Legionnaire. I'm Heaton Mitsuru. I'm your friendly neighborhood Eldritch Abomination VTuber. I'm a variety streamer. I draw, I play video games, and today I'm just chatting with chat and playing Minecraft.
Playing Minecraft while people talk about Bukkake.
Destroy your reputation on Twitch.
This is normal.
Don't do that, please. I already have enough problems with fucking... I had a moment, where just a little while ago, where I was talking about, we were talking about Dragon Age, And
Great start.
I think you were there for this. We were
probably was.
We were talking about Dragon Age, and I was talking shit about Anders because I fucking hate Anders.
Yeah, I was here for this. Okay.
And I started talking about something, and Dio, the love of my life, says he starts to get a little bit ahead of me, and I said, no, you're getting ahead, and he goes, oh, you're right, sorry, and I said you're you're jumping the fence a little bit on that one. Just give me a second. And he looks at me and goes, well, I'm Mexican, so I'm inherently very, and I'm like, no, stop! You can't do this!
Yeah, no, my streams, we go balls to the wall.
This motherfucker keeps regularly, he'll be like, Heaton called me a slur, called me the B slur, and I'm like, I didn't! I told you that Overwatch was bad for your mental health!
Yeah, the B slur, a Bastion player, like, holy shit. How could you, Heaton?
No, it's worse, he's a Mercy main.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he willingly subjects himself to being a Mercy main, and I'm the bad guy.
Evaluate who you surround yourself with.
Listen, I know that unlike some people, I know that for him it's a mental illness. It's okay. I'm here to support him through his mental illness of maining Mercy.
Oh god. An intervention ain't enough.
We've joked about this unironically when he came to visit us. Justin grabbed him by the shoulder and is like, you're not allowed to play Overwatch in my house. And he's like, what? And we're like, and then Brooke goes, we love you and we just don't want you to self-harm around us anymore. And he's like,
my god.
It's like, you have to stop. And I'm like, I'll stop when it stops being true.
God.
Okay.
Doug, he keeps being like, oh, this was so long ago. I don't care how long ago it was. I sat next to him when he was in a game with a Reaver main that was so bad that he physically started crying. I'm not doing this.
Oh,
I was about to say, see, I used to have the Overwatch problem myself.
I just discovered what grass was.
So true.
I would like to tell the chat that I was a Widow Ashe main, and not a Mercy main.
You're cool.
I was a Soldier in McCree main.
Yeah, no, I mained Ashe and Widow. I put them both in their bikinis, and I was like so good. But like
I was a Reinhardt main for reasons.
Yeah,
really? Oh, really? Zach liked the big man twice his size. Never would have guessed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was trying to see him hammer down. What can I say?
I can't do this.
You wanted to see him hammer you down. That's what you wanted.
I'm pulling the ripcord.
I was a Lucio main because music fun.
He said, I'm unplugging the box with RGB lights. Stop this shit.
I'm doing it. I'm canceling Pride Month. I'm canceling Pride Month. I'm shutting these gay people up. I can't do this.
I quickly became homophobic. Hating style.
I love that fucking audio clip so much.
Not that fucking audio!
So no! I have an amazing clip from Pride Month last night. So it was me, Lynn, Lyo, Ellie, Sin, and Smout on my stream. And you couldn't hear my mic because I was stupid and didn't realize I had to unmute. So there was just 5 seconds of dead silence where I was supposed to be talking, and then you just hear Lynn, wait, was Prism Mate Luke gay? And it's my favorite clip from that stream.
What?
Hang on.
Okay, hold on. Back up. Rewind. What the fuck was that impression of Lynn?
I attempted. Okay.
No.
Okay,
do it again.
Never mind.
Oh god. I need a
I'm
good
cackling. The minute I started talking shit about Tia, I got a DM in all caps that was just you. And I was like, oh no, who ratted on me to my husband? But he's yelling at me about more Veilguard info.
Oh god, I need a good Lynn line. I got it. Oh, your bones made out of fucking rubber!
Domain expansion. The amazing Gulk Gamma Meltdown coaster.
This is fucking Jesus.
Yeah, and then there's Chill Lynn, which is just understandable. Have a nice day.
Have I? Oh no, you weren't here for that. I don't remember if Danica were you here for the Great American Shit Off?
I'm sorry?
Yes, I was here for that!
You were here for the Great American Shit Off? Okay. So, the other day...
We need their last ha.
So, I was playing Sims the other day.
Fantastic start.
And it started with, I was talking about how, every time I build, like, a master bathroom where there's 2 sinks, right?
Uh-huh.
My brain says, like, this is a place that 2 people use, so I should put 2 toilets in it. But I'm like, that's cursed. I shouldn't do that.
Correct.
And so somebody in chat was like, so that you would be holding hands while you shit? And I'm like, no, like, you'd be, like... I said, no, the more cursed thing would be that you face each other. And the fucking thought was born.
Oh, no.
So I opened up a fresh plot, and I was like, I'm going to make the most cursed thing on the face of the earth. And so I'm just sitting here, and I constructed the Great American Shit Off, which is, you have a long, narrow room. On opposite ends of this long, narrow room are 2 toilets with floor-length mirrors behind them. So that way, not only do you have to look at your opponent in the eyes while you shit, you have to look at yourself in the eyes while you shit. Which are the 2 most...
This is such a great saw trap, Heaton.
And you see, the thing is, there's 1 roll of toilet paper, and it's on a box directly in the middle of the room. So you have to shit faster than your opponent, so that way you can get the toilet paper and wipe your ass.
Welcome to the Great Shit Off.
Welcome to the Great American Shit Off.
Solution. Just get a bidet, idiot.
No, the whole point is that you have to... The whole point is the competition of who could get to the toilet paper the fastest. And...
Well, yeah, but if you have a bidet, then it's not it doesn't matter as much. You would need
True.
less.
We set up cameras on either side. We also set up, we painted the walls green so that it could be green screened wherever we wanted it to be.
Again, this is a great saw trap.
And the floor was carpeted.
Okay. Alright,
That's where it really became the most cursed thing. That's where the real cursedness began.
Domain expansion carpeted bathroom.
Oh yeah, so completely off topic. I'm in the middle of moving my brat shrine.
You were a Bratz girl as well?
No, Brat, the Charlie XCX album.
Ah, okay.
Wait, what did you... Hold on, wait, back up. What did you mean
I sent it in the side chat, you could see it. I still have one more thing coming, which is the deluxe CD. The deluxe version of this album is called Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs.
That explains that profile pic you had with the solid green background. Okay.
Charlie XCX had a shade of green, an Arial font, and a mission.
I respect it.
I do too. And then Taylor Swift decided to just hate female artists that are not herself again and drop more Tortured Poets Department CDs that are UK exclusive when Charlie's a UK artist.
Damn.
Literally 3 days after Brat comes out.
Taylor, I am... Me looking at Taylor when she does anything, please stop embarrassing me.
Well, no, it's funny because somebody took the Brat generator that Charlie XCX made, which is how I made my PFP, where, like, you can literally type any word in. So she made a white version for, like, the Brat Deluxe, because it goes from green to black and white. Mm-hmm. And then, so somebody said, Taylor's a feminist, except she hates when other female artists are attempting to do anything on the charts, so she's not.
That's amazing.
Where's the image? It's so great because I definitely read it wrong and it's like one of my favorite tweets ever. Okay. I was like, this is exactly how we describe Taylor Swift being chart obsessed. It's so funny.
I'm not back on my bullshit when I am the bullshit, Lindley.
The generator does exist, by the way. I found it.
Yeah.
I've done my mission. Anyway.
Oh my god, where is it? I might have screenshotted it somewhere.
Honestly,
You're listening to the new Charlie XCX. I'm listening to the fucking epic soundtrack for the 4th time in a row. We are not the same.
I will say, yeah. A lot of people are like, oh my god, Charlie, like, you wish you could have the same success as Taylor Swift, all you Charlie XCX fans. I'm like, Charlie's album is literally the highest acclaimed piece of music in 2024, and on Metacritic, it's the 15th best album of all time. Taylor's TTPD was critically panned. What do you mean?
I haven't even listened to it, and I am the people that Taylor is marketing that album to because I like her stuff. Yeah, her music is.
I look in people's windows and nothing else.
Her music is literally. Some of her music is in the disorganized playlist. Like, I clearly like Taylor, but everything she does gives me secondhand embarrassment, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
yeah, and like Swifties are like, and the other thing is, she dropped like a specific amount of thousands of copies that would put her above Charlie's projected amount, and everyone's like, okay, she did this to Billy, she did it to Charlie. At what point do we say maybe she just hates when other women succeed?
Who can be sure? You don't know that.
I will say.
I mean, the coincidence of doing it twice in the same month to different artists who have alternative sounds that are climbing the charts in their specific countries days after their album's release, 2 times.
It's just a weird coincidence. You have no proof. Other than all the proof you have.
I do want to put it out there.
Go ahead.
I have also, these past few months, been gaining a new music obsession.
With?
Who?
Myself. Because there's a funky white boy named Porter Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Who has decided that he wants to live rent-free in my head. It was literally like, oh boy, YouTube recommended. What is this? Oh, there's a Porter Robinson. Like the League of Legends song guy? Like, everything goes on. Everything goes on, Porter Robinson? What's this cheerleader song? Why am I addicted to this now?
Yeah.
Trapped.
Like, okay, here's the thing about, like, the Charlie album, though. Like,
yeah.
The thing is,
good?
It's, oh my god, yes. It is, like, hyperpop perfection. Like, a lot
Oh
of
my
people,
lord. Oh. My scene ass is gonna dig that. Okay.
Well, the thing is, she, like, the other thing is her music is actually, like, deep TM. Not I Am 14 and this is deep. Like, actually deep. Like, she did one of her songs as a tribute to Sophie. She, like, this is why people are also saying, yeah, no, Taylor absolutely targeted Charlie. So on her song Sympathy is a Knife, she literally talks about how Taylor Swift makes her insecure as a person because of who she is.
Damn.
Wait, like, straight up?
Yeah, because straight up, she was like, I don't want to see this girl at my boyfriend's show. Because this is when Taylor was dating Maddie Healy from the 1975. And Charlie's boyfriend is one of the people in 1975.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and she, like, she didn't
point.
say, like, oh, Taylor's a bad person. She just says, like, this girl taps all my insecurities.
I don't, yeah, like, we don't vibe, you make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, not
Taylor
even that she's, like, a bad person or anything. She's literally just like, yeah, no, she literally just makes me insecure about my work. And then she does that, and it's like, okay, well, maybe Charlie had a point.
I was gonna say, wait, hold on. There's, in the song Knock Yourself Out by Porter Robinson, he also has a lyric that just name drops Taylor as an example of someone who makes him insecure about his work. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why did this happen twice?
Yeah, and then there's, like, then there's songs like, because the thing is that makes the album so good is, like, you're able to understand how, like, Charlie cares about her work and her music, and it's amazing. Because, like, So I is the tribute she did to Sophie, and it's fucking beautiful. And then there's, like, Sympathy is a Knife, obviously. Then there's 360, and then she did 365 at the end of the album. Like, 360 starts it, 365 ends it, and it's a remix of 360 that, like, basically is the person that, like, she wants to be without her insecurities. It's so interesting. Like, I love it. And then there's, like, the Von Dutch remix with Addison Rae. Like, bro, it's so good. The fact that everybody's like, oh, Addison Rae is untalented. And then I listen to her music and, like, her on the Von Dutch remix, and I'm like, this girl legitimately is up next in hyperpop. I can't lie. Like, she's so good.
You know,
I can't believe non-rap pop is getting rap beefs at the same time that every single rapper under the sun is beefing with each other, mostly with Drake, though.
Oh, I loved that I got to explain to Lio not only the Drake-Kendrick beef, but also the Megan Nicki shenanigans. because I literally had to explain the lore of the Barbs versus the Barty gang to a 38-year-old man who collects action figures. I love it so much.
I love the world. I love the friend group we exist in.
I love the 38-year-old, surprisingly not 40-year-old old man who resparked my interest in collecting figures, because now I can turn to the shelf across from my work desk.
Yeah.
And see Super Saiyan Blue Goku posed with a Superman figure. I love this country.
I do too. It's funny to me because like I also love like because I think about sometimes like April 2023 when I first joined Senate. If you were to tell me when I joined in April 2023, hey, in a year you're going to get into wide-scale commentary drama with the person who owns this server, and you're going to be speculated on the internet to be secretly dating him, I probably would have died.
So factually
I would not have been able to handle that.
My favorite shit is like, oh, you guys are fucking, you're colluding, this is like, oh, and it's like, if you looked at my fucking DMs with this guy, if you looked at my fucking DMs with this man, 75% of it is me going, God damn it, I can't find an Nadeshiko figure for the right amount of price at this fucking anime convention. And he's like, let me double check my sites. Oh man, finding her's hard. Or it's just me sending him photos of my fucking anime figurines and being like, I got a new one. And he's like, sweet.
I have my DM.
The thing is, with me, people are able to attempt to justify it in their brains more because of the fact that I'm sussy across the board with everyone.
True.
So, there was somebody who made a legit fight. This is my favorite video of the entire drama. I don't care about any of them except this one because it makes me burst out laughing every time. Somebody made a video called The Ballad of Lyo Convoy and His Discord Kitten. And they literally were over here like, red string and a corkboard trying to explain how Lyo and I are definitely dating.
Bananas.
And my favorite quote is just, they drew Lyo with a balls! And it's my favorite thing ever.
So fucking funny.
It makes me die every time. Shit's way too funny, dude.
Actually insane.
I'm like, holy shit, get hobbies that aren't obsessing about the lives of people on Discord. Holy shit.
Stop. Oh. First of all, I don't know how you motherfuckers affectionate keep getting into these situations where you're involved in fires. Like,
me, it's because of the fact that all of it stems back from being harmed by Peaches.
Well, that too. No, I was talking about how the people in my chat just the other day, Daedalus, one of my regulars, was like, hey, sorry I'm late. I had to watch a car fire. And I was like, hey, dog, what?
What was that referencing?
The car that was on fire outside of his home.
Oh.
Literal car fire.
A literal car fire.
A metaphor for like a call or like a drama. No, just actual arson.
I don't know how to explain. This is one of my favorite things. Welcome to my community, where I've said repeatedly, my community is full of fuckers affectionate.
Yeah.
You people will say, I had a dude, and I think about this regularly. If you're in chat, sound off, because I also need to know if you're alright. There was a dude in my chat years ago who popped into my chat, and I think about him daily, where he was like, yeah, we had, somebody broke into my house recently, and that's why I haven't been on. And I'm like, damn, are you okay? What did they take? And he goes, my fridge. I'm sorry? And he's like, yeah, they broke into my house while we were moving and, like, stole my smart fridge.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
how?
did they take the food that was in it? And he goes, yeah.
I was waiting for him to say no, and I'm just picturing a kitchen with all of your fruits and veggies just chilling.
Just on the fucking floor.
And just put the milk on the floor.
Could you imagine stealing a fridge and not taking the food in it, though?
I'm like, how the fuck did they steal a smart fridge? And they're like, we were moving, and the door was open, and we were gone, moving things in the truck for a couple of minutes. We thought we'd be fine, can't have shit in Detroit. And I'm like, this is bananas.
Well, your first mistake was thinking you could...
Sorry, we had to leave the food. It was too high maintenance.
Your first mistake was thinking you could do something like that
in Detroit.
This is also your reminder that this is the community in which we coined the burrito truther. So, you know, there's that too.
Well, there's also sandwich math. There's great shit off now.
Have I told you? Wait, hang on. Chat's going to groan, but I get so few opportunities. Have we talked to you about sandwich math?
I believe so. You don't have to make that.
About how cutting a sandwich diagonally gives you the most amount of sandwich.
I will never get over when
we talked about this.
I will never get over when I tried to talk. I'll never get over when I tried to talk to my mom about the sandwich math incident when it was first starting.
Of 1906,
and I was and I was all like, so he didn't the other day literally annoyed everyone in the call with this whole sandwich math thing, and then I was like, so sandwich, and to explain to you, Mom, sandwich math is, and then she cuts me off and goes, honey, I know what sandwich math is. You don't gotta explain it to me.
I literally started, I was like, have we talked about sandwich math? And then I looked at chat and Daedalus just said, quote, I'm begging you. You can, listen, you can be a hater all you want, but game theory said I was right. So...
Listen, I find it so fucking goofy. Like, chat streamer interactions can be a variety of things. I love when the girlies are just unhinged. And I've recently started describing my chat as, on the spectrum, non-derogatory. There we go. Because these motherfuckers, I will ask how their day is, and then crickets. Nothing. Chat got the whole crowd staring. Like, then I will ask, how do you play this character in Street Fighter? They will bust out like it's a science. Just immediate 5 lines of exactly their combos, how much meter they use, and every single thing that they do, including hitboxes and frame data. And I'm just like, I love you guys.
My favorite was back when I started streaming Funger, which I do want to finish at some point. I need to finish Fear and Hunger. But when I was playing it, I got a bunch of people who were like regular players, were like in my chat, and they were like, you should do like XYZ. And I'm like, thank you. And they're like, that's not a safe save. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, there's one safe save in the whole game and I already took it. All right, I'll do my coin flips how I want. Shut up.
Yeah.
And we were going back and forth. And I kept getting good, and as I kept getting good coin flips, they were like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm like, yeah!
You said get fucked, loser.
I was like, listen, Almer is on my side for this one time. I'm taking my W's while I can still get them, alright?
Exactly, bro.
I'm going to get right rough-fisted in about 45 minutes when that motherfucking crow comes out of hiding again. I don't need this. And then one dude pops in my chat and is like, why do you keep playing that way with Kahara? And I'm like, because Kahara means that I can run in, I can disable a limb, I can leave battle, I can come in, disable another limb. And that's the way I'm choosing to do it. And he's like, why aren't you like staying in combat? And I'm like, because they're going to fist fuck me and I need the items!
Exactly.
I am not going to have a guard shove his entire torso-sized cock down my throat so that way for nothing. I can't, it's not happening.
For real.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to reorganize this bookshelf, y'all. So, the thing is, so I have like all my books and shit, like I'm stacking them up very slowly, as I'm moving them. I'm getting 5 new X-Men figures tomorrow.
Which ones? Which ones?
And I got the 5-pack of the villains, the 60th anniversary ones. It's like Vertigo, Zero, a few other people. I'm really excited about them. And then I also have a new Wolverine coming in August or September. But basically, so the story of how I acquired them is very goofy. But aside from that, I'm like trying to figure out how I want to position them because I don't want to overcrowd my shelf. And the other thing is I have little dividers in them and I don't want to have to move them, but I also think I have to. And also I'm running out of space for all my Pokemon card boxes. Like 3 of my 12 sections in my shelf are Pokemon, and I feel like I need to move them so where I can stack them higher.
Do you? Okay, I need to ask you a very important question because this will be a bonding moment for us, Zach. Two questions. Do you play the TCG?
Yes.
Okay. Do you get the actual boxes instead of individual packs? Because you get more packs, or because you like the boxes?
I get the Elite Trainer boxes because they're pretty.
Yeah! I don't play the TCG, but I take the Elite Trainer boxes because I think they're pretty!
I don't play them that much. I play online using all the code cards and shit. Like whenever I have time, which is next to never. But also, like, yeah, I have a couple physical decks, and yeah, I get the boxes because I like them and they're pretty.
Yeah! I collect them just because I'm a collecting autistic. It's how my autism has chose to manifest. I have several collections, and I like Pokemon, so cards.
I have been summoned.
You have been summoned.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, Realm's here. Give me 1 minute. Hey, Realm.
Yeah.
Skyla. Anyway, carry on.
Well, here's my problem. Like, okay, I'm hesitant because I'm always hesitant to say, "Oh, my autism," because like I haven't formally been diagnosed yet. I've taken the Radzar. Score. I passed with flying colors. But. I don't have a physical an actual diagnosis from a lay doctor yet, and I don't want to like just say, "Oh, my autism," and then people are like, "Oh, like, you know." I feel I'm in the weird in between stage. This is like what teenagers feel, I think. I'm 19. That doesn't make sense.
Do you want to know a fun little Heaton fact?
Sure.
I have no written down formal diagnosis, but I've been diagnosed with autism 4 times.
Like by doctors?
By
or
like
peer
doctors.
Reviewed?
So
okay, got it. So yeah, you're good. I've been peer reviewed many a time. I just have to go to the funny person in a white trench coat.
So what happened was, because some of you were like, what the fuck does that mean? So what happened was, I've been in and out of the mental health care system since I was 8. So I've seen many a mental health doctor. I have had 4 different doctors look at my parents and be like, she has autism. And my parents looked at those doctors and went, nah.
Bro.
And then didn't get me diagnosed. So I've technically been diagnosed 4 different times, but because my parents are dumb, I don't have an on-paper diagnosis, which as an adult has made my life incredibly difficult, because you have any idea how difficult it is to get an adult autism diagnosis?
Yes.
It's the reason I don't have.
Yeah, I'm just because the thing is I was already tested for ADHD back in December, and they were like, "You have some symptoms, but no." And I'm just like,
damn.
Do we want to unpack that or?
And they're like, no.
No.
Yeah, they sent me on my merry way.
No need.
No.
Like I was like, did I min max? Like, did I min max? What happened?
They really
Yeah.
told you. They really told you, yeah, no.
No.
No, yeah, no.
Well, the other thing is I don't have sensory issues. That's the weird thing.
I do. And it sucks,
Like,
so
I
I'm
think
happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Like the thing is I don't have sensory issues. I just have all the other ones.
I have every other problem.
Yeah, exactly. But like music,
I think
loud venues, like certain sounds, like yeah, no, we're good. We're all right. We're Gucci even. Gucci, Fendi, Prada. But like then
Like
there's the everything
like
else.
the Prada, like the kind that Devil wears.
I haven't thought about that song in years.
What?
Gucci, Gucci,
the
Louis,
Krayshawn song. Gucci, Gucci, Louis,
Louis,
Fendi,
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 Prada.
Prada.
Basic
Basic bitches
bitches
wear that shit so I don't even bother.
Well, yeah, because it was an animation meme.
It was, yeah. Well, no, it's funny to me because like I also love insulting Smash Bros players using designer words because I'm just like, yeah, my scent is Givenchy and yours is the smell of a Smash player. Derogatory.
And you smell like like floor seats at a Melee tournament. What's your point?
No, literally.
It was...
You're just like, oh, you're mad that I spend money to take care of myself? Okay, you spend money to actively lab for hours and forget what degree deodorant is. Like, I'm sorry, we are not the same.
It was so funny. We went to MMOCon. We went to the fighting game tourneys a while back because Avi was doing the tourney for Guilty Gear, and we were right next to the Smash players.
Oh, you smell them before you see them.
And I sat down and I looked at Caden, because I have sensory issues, so I was like, I thought that these were an exaggeration or a joke. And it was
no, they're not.
Your nasal linings must be infested with Bath and Body Works to go to Evo and not fucking die.
Well, we weren't at Evo, but Evo.
Where were you guys?
We were at MomoCon.
Momocon.
Even worse.
More casual.
No,
Also,
because people literally have been talking shit on Combo Breaker specifically for this. Like, oh my god, you have to be ventilated if you're hosting online community meetups. Oh,
my fucking favorite was Avi was like, oh, I didn't do that well, and I'm like, what did you get? And he goes, well, I was top 25. That's not that great. And I'm like, out of how many, Avi? And he goes like 200 something. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, like, you can't really flex it, but it is really good.
Yeah, it's not, that's what I'm saying, is I'm like, he's like, well, I can't, like, it's not that big, and I'm like, no, in the community, it's not, but, like, I can't fathom, I can't imagine being top 100, let alone top 25. Shut the fuck up, I'll beat you to death.
And if you're playing Strive and you're not playing Bridget or Jacko, yeah, no, I'm surprised you made it out alive with the stench of that room.
It was before Bridget came out. He was playing Chip.
Yeah, Jacko players are single-handedly saving that community. Sincerely, a Jacko player.
Hey! Listen.
Hello.
I'm an Eno player, okay?
Not convincing enough.
The fuck you mean? Not convincing of
Hang
what?
on, what are your mains in other games? This will determine it, because you're kind of on the fence. Go.
What games are you asking about?
Fighting games. Street Fighter, MK. What you playing?
Okay, well, most Street Fighter games I main Sakura, but whenever she's absent, I switch over to Cammy.
Okay, yeah, you're passing so far.
You mentioned Mortal Kombat, so I'm gonna
Yes.
go. I haven't played Mortal Kombat yet because I'm waiting till I get a 1 terabyte for my Steam Deck because I know my PC ain't running that shit, but Ellie gifted it to me, so because she wants me to join the brain rot and it's working.
What about X or 11?
But most MK games, it's either like typically like Reptile or Sonya, depending on how they play it.
Putrid. Disgusting.
I haven't.
Ow.
Okay, calm down. I have.
Jail.
Okay. With KOF, one of my big fighting game favorites, that franchise. I typically main either Angel or Blue Mary, but I also play Terry because I'm actually in love with him.
Okay, you're 100. You have designer fragrances if you're maining Angel.
Vlad, shut the fuck up! Didn't invest far enough in the tech tree for a full diagnosis.
Wait, hold on.
Fuck off! That's so good.
Zach, are you serious with that comment about me playing as Angel?
Oh yeah, you have designer. You smell like money if you're playing Angel.
Well, yeah, no, I love her. She's great.
Okay, I think with this we can make a formal evaluation on, are you a stinky, smelly fighting game player? You wear deodorant, but that's about it. And then you're fine. Like, you are a perfectly neutrally smelling human. Your MK characters knocked you down hard.
I'm sorry that Mortal Kombat is not a franchise I actively invest time in, okay?
I have,
there's other options.
And
also ones with lower skill bars.
I can provide you with mine, and then, because I don't play fighting games very often, but I can tell you back in the days when I did, who I used to play a bunch.
Get it.
Okay.
So, I'll start with Guilty Gear. I'm currently learning, Baiken and our big vampire boy, big man, I can't think of his name. Nope, before him.
Nago.
Nago, thank you.
Keaton,
Okay,
please play Strive with me.
Sure.
Carry on.
You are currently neutral. You wear deodorant.
Cause I like samurai.
It's like you have me on Steam. DM me whenever you're free. Play Strive with me. Any people play Strive with me.
I smash main Little Mac.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I didn't mention
I'm
it.
Sorry, you're so in the gutter right now, Heaton. You better have some good picks.
I didn't think Smash counted. I just want to point out I main Terry. Carry on.
During my Tekken days, in my youth, I played a lot of. I bounced between because I used to play a lot of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 specifically.
Okay.
I played a lot of Slim Bob and Hwarong.
Oh my god, Heaton, your odds right now.
Oh
my god.
See, I need to apologize
because so few picks that can save you right now.
Oh no, it'll probably be worse because when I used to play Blaze Blue, I used to play
Got there, your gutter trenches.
I used to play specifically Kazuma.
Oh my god.
Hey, I used to play Blaze Blue. I used to play Blaze Blue too before I upgraded to Guilty Gear, and during those days, I fucking exclusively played Makoto Nanaya.
Is it really?
Okay, you're hot for that. Sorry.
I'm so smelly. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Also,
Heaton, Stinky, Danica, you just went up to owning Bath and Body Works for playing Makoto. Congratulations.
Oh my god, Zach, for real? I love Makoto Nanaya. Oh my god, you're so real.
I'm so smelly.
You are so real for that, Zach. Oh my god.
My team was always Vitista and Rachel.
Zach, we need to hang out more. Holy shit.
So
my others were Jubei and Nine, aka best couple. I'm sorry, they are. They're so funny.
Why am I doing this with my hands while talking? You can't see it.
I don't want to be smelly. I cry.
Honey.
Unfortunately,
why am I doing gay hand things while talking? They can't even see me.
You mentioned Makoto. That'll do it.
It's ingrained. It's too far ingrained in
Thanks,
your soul.
Honey. Thanks. So, boyfriend's getting ready for work in the background right now. So if you hear a voice, that's him. So apologies in advance.
No, I can almost guarantee that right off the bat, I'm going to be considered stinky smelly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Choose your picks wisely. Go ahead.
So, for Strive, it's Kai and Sin.
Play Strive with me.
Oh. Keep going. It's not looking great.
Now, Street Fighter tends to depend on the game.
Okay.
For Street Fighter 5, right? It's... I can't remember his name because it was a while back.
I might be able to help you.
Give us an archetype. Give us a description.
Rashid, I believe.
Oh yeah.
You're neutral. You wear deodorant. Okay. What are the other Street Fighter games?
Street Fighter 4. Let me look at the list. I'd have to, because that was long ago in a forgotten land.
Yeah, there are a couple picks from SF4 that immediately make you hot.
Like what?
Oh, I'm not saying.
Damn. Okay.
Because he might lie.
I know the same text.
Because I might lie. Like, if...
Like a liar.
Do you like... Okay, I need to ask you a very real question because I know the kind of man that you are. Thank you for the follow. Do you like Rashid because of the way he plays, or do you like Rashid because you're gay?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I like how Rashid plays. I am into Akuma personally.
Oh, fucking God.
I remember there was at least a period during Street Fighter 4 where I mained El Fuerte.
Listen, all I'm saying is, like, Akuma, I'll surrender more than just my soul to the Susuino Ano. Okay, okay.
God. I thought I was bad.
I thought my fucking sister was bad. What the shit?
Why have a gay son or a thought daughter? I'm the best of both worlds.
I will say that. Now, Street Fighter 3 is gonna sound a little cringe, but hear me out.
Okay.
Sean.
How's that cringe?
You're lower tier of neutral.
How is that lower tier? What did Sean do?
Not be a hot girl pick.
I mean,
I'm gay. I'm gonna have fewer hot girl picks. I'm gonna have hot guy picks.
I was like, no. I think Zach means like the embodiment of a hot girl pick, not like literally hot women.
Like in the same way that
hot girl picks are not gendered. They are a feeling.
I was about to say, like in the same way that Dio is a trans man, but is still consistently labeled a girlie.
Like
yeah.
We don't mean
our lifestyle.
I would say we don't mean hot girl as in the existence of being a hot girl. We mean hot girl as in embodying the spirit of it.
Yeah, like
that can't be me.
I
Jenny.
I think I got you. I still don't think I go into that energy.
What else?
Gonna be
currently
real
you're neutral, so you're okay.
So
I'm kind of glad I left out my Tekken picks now because I'm afraid they would have ruined my score. So
you haven't heard my Street Fighter 2. My Street Fighter 2 is Dhalsim.
So you go that far back? Crazy.
You're niche enough to where you use like, I feel like it's deodorant without aluminum in it. That's the vibe of Dhalsim.
Yeah.
Deodorant has aluminum?
Yeah.
I will say, by the way.
What? Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is direct towards Zach.
I was telling Zenny. Yeah, I'm currently rating at how everyone smells based off their fighting game character picks.
Yeah, apparently I have the Bath and Body Works scent because of some of my picks, so I feel pretty good.
I'm
Street Fighter.
Yeah, you play Makoto, you win. What's your Tekken ones? Because I think the worst you could get is like back to deodorant.
We need to hear your Tekken ones because.
Yeah. So I want to bring this up because I watched your Tekken 8 main says about you video. And this first part I want to specify is in past tense.
Mm-hmm.
Rollicking start.
Yeah, because my main in Tekken is not this anymore, and it hasn't been since What?
Do your currents because.
No, I'm going to, but I need to get this storyline's important for it. I promise.
You need to know lore about why I don't shower.
Yeah, he didn't give out
the deep lore of my abstinence to shampoo and conditioner.
Okay, I'll let you know. I use plenty of conditioner. It's why my hair fucking rocks. Anyway, well, at least the hair that I have, because half my head is shaved. Anyway, that's not the point. So so the stereotype you described for Jin, who was my main as a teen, described how I was as a teen, which was weird. I don't play as Jin anymore. All
right.
But as a teenager, I did.
I've matured.
Yeah, no, I did mature.
What?
I did mature.
Into?
Well, I haven't played Tekken 8 yet, but in almost every Tekken game, I typically default to Asuka.
Yeah, you stay at Bath and Body Works. Asuka's a fantastic pick.
Hell yeah!
How did you think that would go down?
I don't know. I was a bit worried. I was all like, "Oh, what if Asuka's basic? You know, what if that lowers my rating?"
Okay, out of curiosity, for the Tekken one, who sunk me? Was it both of them, or was it one or the other?
Who are your Tekken ones again?
Slim Bob and Hwarang.
Deadly duo.
Really?
Bro, Slim Bob is a joke character, and Hwarang, especially pre-T8,
was actually pretty good with Slim Bob too.
Okay, some Joe characters go hard.
I don't know. I liked him as a character, and I liked the way that he played. Because I liked that he would bitch all the time about how he's like, I'm cold, this sucks, I don't want to be skinny anymore.
Is there a...
Listen, okay. Here's my picks. Like, this is the essence of hot girl. Alright, here we go.
Love you,
Street
honey.
Fighter. Street Fighter. Here we go. You got Akuma. You got Zangief. Poison. Sea Viper.
Poison.
Viper.
Poison is an icon to me, honestly.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Okay. Okay. Then here we go. So then Tekken, Julia, Lucky Chloe, Jun Kazama.
I wanna learn. I wanna get better with Poison, honestly. I feel like as a trans, I feel like as someone under the trans umbrella, I need to get better at playing Poison.
Where do the bears
The Street Fighter 4 picks that would have put you immediately at designer set for like tier are Poison and Viper.
Where are the bears? Where do the bears rank?
Panda, extremely hot. Kuma, extremely disgusting.
Damn!
If you're a Panda shot, you're above literally everyone.
I can't believe that you would do this, that you would lower her man this way.
No, all my knowledge just goes into the lore videos. This tracks.
Listen, okay. So then we got Mortal Kombat, Li Mei and Astra, and General Shao are the mains. Specifically with Serena cameo, Scorpion cameo, a little Melina on the side when it comes to like our picks in general, and a Sonya cameo.
Is Johnny
Okay, but I'm curious, where do Homelander mains fall in?
Oh no.
Disgusting. Rotting court. 6 feet under.
Well, yeah, because if you make
as they should be,
you're homophobic.
Correct. In Pride Month, we will not stand for this.
If you wanna, if you wanna main a caped super something in M1K, Omni-Man's right there.
See, Omni-Man players are kind of hot.
Well, it's because if Omni-Man and Homelander are in the room, they're quite literally that one meme where it's like, he just does everything I do, but better.
Literally.
If I do anything,
Homelander, and then there's Peacemaker for those dude bro types.
Excuse you, you better shut the hell up about my man right the fuck now.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Peacemaker players only smell okay if you're.
I was about to say, I have not played Mortal Kombat. I'm just defending Peacemaker the character. Okay.
Yeah,
that
same
reminds
here.
me, Injustice 2, Harley Quinn and Black Canary are my mains. I'm sorry, I win.
Jesus Christ! I just looked at the fucking chat. Welcome to the chat making drugs.
I will quote a Jekka from Class of 09.
I don't know
baking.
Crack. You brought me here to cook.
By the way, I haven't even played Mortal Kombat.
Well, what else is baking soda for? I don't know.
Baking.
By the way, I haven't even played one yet, but I already know that my main would be Kenshi because it's a game that has Kenshi in it. Therefore,
you are either the most rotted person in the world or the hottest person in the world.
I'm gonna be so real. I don't care how hard she is to learn. I want to get good with Kitana and Mortal Kombat when I finally start playing it. I don't care if she's hard.
Hot girls.
I don't care if... Here's the thing. I don't care if she's hard to learn. I don't care if I get my ass beat several times. Mortal Kombat's version of Kitana serves cunt on the fucking daily by existing, and I want to play her.
Have you seen Melina's, like, Earthrealm outfit? Oh my god.
Have you seen Kitana's, too? Like, both of them serve.
Kitana's is a little worse. Melina, she
Dog,
laid down.
They're both serving cunt, though. Let's be real.
They are, but, like, Melina's better. That's the thing.
Like I don't play Mortal Kombat, but like the new glow up for Reptile, I want to main him.
Oh, hell yeah, dude!
He's really well. I gotta say.
I'd main him. Sweats.
I said
that too.
I said some degenerate shit about Fizoff last night to Ellie.
Oh, when is that not the case?
No, but like it was so funny because like. I made, you know that meme where it's all like, babe, can we please have normal sex tonight?
Oh,
no,
God.
I turn into a
No,
turn into a crocodile.
Turn into the lizard.
I literally made the joke where it's like, that's literally the joke I made though, for real. Like literally, I was like, if Sizehoff was dating me, and it's like, babe, can we please have normal sex? No, now turn into a giant lizard.
You say glow up, I say downgrade.
Wait, real quick. Okay, so then to finish out my hot girl picks, them's fighting herds. I mainly play Oleander and Velvet, and Velvet's the hot girl pick.
See,
then
I need to play them's fighting herds.
Yeah, same here.
It's
I still have it on
so good.
Steam. I'm just trying to save up for the DLC.
I'm so upset that the game is no longer a thing. They canceled development after season 1 because Modus sucks.
Damn.
What, fighting herds?
Yeah.
Damn. Seriously?
I know.
If I had a nickel for every time
garbage, we hate them.
If I had a nickel for every time internal bullshit caused the fighting game to stop getting new content early, I'd have 2 nickels because this happened to Battle for the Grid. Anyway.
Well, okay, then there's Fatal Fury. Haven't played the game yet, but I will say, if you're playing Bijane, you're the hottest person alive.
Do you have any of like what are your I don't know if you have any insight on this or not.
I probably do.
What would be the quote-unquote hot girl picks in Skullgirls?
The hottest thing you can do is not play that game. But
yeah.
if you are,
but if you are,
all right,
big band.
Annie's pretty up there. Sarabella's pretty up there. Dahlia is the pick. I would say. I would say it's Parasol and Dahlia.
I'm fucked.
What do you play?
I play Miss Fortune.
Oh, okay, you're actually winning.
No, Boone.
My main used to be Big Band a while back.
My main used to be Beowulf.
Smell.
Of course your main was Beowulf.
Yeah, because of the way that you are.
The thing is, one of the few wrestling characters that I actually mained.
I was about to say, of course your main is Beowulf.
No.
Unlike me, where me maining Misfortune is totally not predictable, and definitely is not a part of a pattern. Anyway.
Actually, if you're maining Fortune, you're hot. If you're maining Robo Fortune, you're neutral.
No, I'm maining proper Fortune because she has things that Robo Fortune doesn't have that I like.
If you're maining Philia, gutted. I do not like Philia mains at all.
Like 100%.
Slightly better.
Like 100%, I think Ms. Fortune is like the reason I even picked up Skullgirls back in the day in the first place.
Okay. I was gonna say I feel bad about changing the topic, but this is also my stream and I wanted to talk to Boone about something.
No, you're fine, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Go.
So Dearest Spoonslayer.
Yes.
Have you started playing, are you playing Honkai or are you still only playing Genshin?
I'm playing Star Rail right the fuck now.
Oh, like actually right this moment?
Right this moment.
Hog, did you get Boot Hill?
Yeah.
Damn, me too.
I've also been working on upgrading traces.
Fuck, who did you-
Cowboy shit.
How long did it take you? Did it take you a bit to get him? Because it took me a solid minute. The minute
I had the pulls saved for.
Because I was bitching about this, that like I was pulling and nothing was happening, and I was like, I really like Boot Hill. And I was like,
you're going to not like this.
No,
it is the same pull rates as Genshin.
I know that, but it feels better.
It does feel better though.
It feels. You know why? Do you want the real answer? You want the realest answer as to why Honkai's pulls feel better despite them being the exact same pull rate as Genshin?
Drop it, Heaton.
Because Honkai doesn't fist fuck you out of getting primos. Like getting Stellar Jade is like A, fun, and B, easy.
Yeah, it is a lot easier. So here's the thing. I've played Honkai and I've played Genshin. I played Genshin for about a year and I fell off and I might come back for Notlon, but I'm not sure. Actually, I'm coming back in 4.7 because I do want the tiny snarky water child. I want her. Mm-hmm. She is so me, for real. But, like, the last time I played was when Farina came out. And I will say, Genshin doesn't feel that grindy to me. Like, at least compared to, like, Sumeru. Ooh, we were in the trenches.
Oh boy,
Genshin?
I haven't
I'm
even
getting
gotten
the
there
Honkai.
yet. Jeez.
Genshin
I fell off
at-
the moment I finished, freaking Raiden Shogun. I hated that fight.
I had a moment. I had a moment of clarity. I had what gambling addicts call a moment of clarity, where I stopped after they'd been running Zhongli. They ran Zhongli's banner for the second time was when I stopped, and it was because I couldn't. It just wasn't happening. I was pulling and pulling and pulling, and I didn't get him. And I was talking to Yoon, and I was talking to Boone, and I was like, it's just not happening. And I'm like, I'm getting really frustrated. And they're like, yeah, it do be like that. And I did a little looking. And I looked at it, and I did the math. And I saw that it was going to be it was either I would have to play the game for, like, a couple weeks straight, or spend, like, $400.
Oh.
And I looked at that, and I went, what the fuck am I doing?
I love that for
How
you.
did you get $400?
Like, I was like really early in my pity.
I still don't know how you get $400.
My math could be wrong as well. I have dyscalculate. But the point was, it was going to be like, it was going to be hundreds, plural, dollars to guarantee him, or like an unreasonable amount of playtime. And I just looked at it and went, what am I doing? I'm done. And I was like, I'm done. And that was when I tabbed out, and I never came back. And then I started playing Honkai, and I'm like, oh, I emptied my wallet I emptied my proverbial wallet, because I'm mostly free to play. But I was like, I burned every single fucking Stellar Jade I had to get Boot Hill, got him, and then I'm like, I've been playing sporadically off and on for a couple hours. I can do 2 more 10 pulls. And I'm like, oh, I like this game better.
Yeah, like I will say, they've been trying to do better quality of life with Genshin, which I appreciate. Like especially with Fontaine, they were doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
They've also been increasing Primogen rewards a little bit more.
Yeah, they're getting there, I think. Notlan, I think, will actually be even better. Sumeru was when we were in the trenches, dude. Like, I will say, I think the only character I've properly, like, wailed for, like, ever in a game was Nahida. Nahida's the only one I ever did, and it's because her kit just felt so nice to me, and I'm like... And I was already a Klee main, and I had, like, Bennett and, fucking Nilu by this point. So I was like...
I love Nilu.
Dude, Nilu is that girl, okay? Like, she was my favorite, because I always have run Bloom comps. They're just my favorite to run. So Nahida was also necessary for me for that reason as well. So I was like, I'm going to get the Radish. I will find a way to get the Radish.
God, I want to tell you about this, because it's so fucking funny. So, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'll stand by it, I don't care what anyone says, I don't care what anybody thinks. So far, my favorite fucking character in all of Honkai Star Rail is my precious baby daughter Hook. I love her so much.
She is very funny.
Hook is great. Hook is amazing.
She's baby and I adore her.
Yeah. I think my fave was, because I didn't play for very long, Bailu was really funny, and I liked her OST a lot. And
I like her too.
I also liked Pingyun.
Keaton is hooked. I am hooked.
I would like to get deeper in Honkai, just so I can have an answer for favorite character that doesn't begin and end with Silverwolf.
But
Dude, I forgot about Silverwolf and Kafka. Oh my god. Also up there.
But but I was so excited when I saw that she was on 4-star for Boot Hill. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And I pulled her when I had tonsillitis. let's go! I was screaming as hard as I could, and nothing was coming, and my tonsillitis was so bad, nothing came out of my fucking throat. I was so happy. I'm like, I love her. I have both of my daughters. I'm so glad.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm looking at all of the characters because I'm looking back at Genshin to see like what I missed since 4.2. Chiori's kind of serving.
I want to kick Herta down a flight of stairs. I want to punt. No, I want to punt her. That's it. That's the exact phrasing. I want to punt this woman.
I feel like that's pretty real.
I love this character trope that she represents. I think it's fun, and I do it, like, I am laughing every time, but I also want to punt her really bad. She's such a bitch! She's so mean! Also, I hate Ron May. All my homies hate Ron May.
I don't know her.
Ma'am, you are a deadbeat mother. Go see your fucking children. All they wanted was for you to acknowledge them. You grew them in a lab and then abandoned them, you fucking bitch. You tried to bring back the propagation, you piece of garbage.
Oh, jeez.
I don't... Listen. I'm just saying. I think Dr. Ratio's annoying as fuck. Affectionate. I think he has the Sheldon Cooper autism. Affectionate. The man has a fucking point about the Genius Society. The only one that I've met so far that I haven't wanted to kick down a flight of stairs has been Screwlum.
My god.
I like the funny robot. I'm here for Planet Screwlum. I want him to be playable. I want him to be playable.
I also want Screwlum to be playable.
Please don't.
One of the characters that from the most recent, like, sort of outcropping of them that I've been really liking is Adventurine.
I like Adventurine a lot.
Have you played through the entirety of the current story?
I'm stuck in side quest hell in the CN show, so no.
Damn.
But I've seen his shit.
Okay.
I like him. He's a good energy. Also, hello, on today's episode of It's Heaton's turn to be thirsty for men who aren't real. I've come to make an announcement. General Jing Yuan, are you available Friday night for a date with me at Chili's, please?
Chili's is wild for that, man.
I would like to take you to Chili's at Friday at 8 p.m., please. I love you so much. He's so sexy, and he schemes. I love men who scheme. This motherfucker had me by the throat the minute he did his, he was talking to Fushuan, and she's like, why would you do this? You put all of us in, and then she pauses and thinks it through and figures out what he was going for, and then goes, General, and he's, yes. She says, you're a scoundrel, and then he does his soft little cat laugh, and then goes, oh, but who else would you blame everything, but who else would you pin the blame on when you get in trouble? And I'm like, I'm going to come. I love him so much.
Jesus.
God damn it. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it.
Lord.
I love men who scheme! Men who do the little knife cat smile?
Alright, I am going to fall off so I can finish moving all of this before stream tonight. Have a great rest of your stream.
Go for it.
Okay. Bye! I love the vibe.
Yeah, you take care.
Goodbye.
God, Zach is so cool.
Zach's so cool. Who the fuck was that?
Who was that guy?
That's like I don't know why. That's one of my favorite stupid memes. Is the like, bye. Who the fuck was that?
They're so cool. Who were they?
I don't know. All I know is that I saw him from across the Discord chat and liked his vibe.
I really liked your vibe. Is anybody else excited for Marvel vs. Capcom collection? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Man, it looks pretty cool.
Part
of me thought there'd be more to it. Then they announced the Punisher was also going to be in there, and like,
yeah.
I was gonna say now we're one half. We got one Punisher game re-released on modern platforms. We got one left to go.
They're not gonna release that one. They are not going to re-release that one.
No, we don't.
I was about to say, I know they're not going to. I know.
Gently pushes your hand down.
And they probably shouldn't. And they probably shouldn't, because it's gutter trash.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'd really like it if Republicans would stop writing Frank Castle, please. Thank you.
Oh, is it one of those things? Shit.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes!
I literally knew nothing about the PS2 Punisher game outside of the Saints Row developers did it. That's like all I ever knew about it.
The movie.
Oh.
It's based on the third movie, the Warzone movie. Which is what? Would you believe me if I told you that the fucking 80s movie with Dolph Lundgren is less homophobic and less racist than the one from the like late 2000s?
No, I believe that.
That was bananas. I heard them say the F slur. I heard them use derogatory terms for fucking Middle Eastern people. There's a whole segment where they're just racist about various different types of ethnic gangs. I was like, what the fuck? Where am I? That movie's wild.
That's disappointing, honestly, because I had a passing interest in the PS2 Punisher game, but if that's the case, man.
See, I was there, and that's why I didn't.
See, I wasn't there, because when that game came out, I had no real interest in the character, and I didn't know the game existed.
Hot take, that version of Jigsaw is better than the one in the Punisher show. I don't like what they did with that character. Listen, I don't... Far be it from me, right? To be like, oh, comics accuracy, because I've said before I'm an advocate that I don't give enough of a fuck about that, usually, to care. Fam...
I care enough.
He's not even, like, a little scarred. They're like, you are deformed, I am deformed, and you are ugly, and I am ugly. And he's like, fine.
See,
I'm like, this fucking Frank grabbed you by the face, dragged you and then dragged you across broken mirrors. You expect me to believe that you have, like, a fairly normal-looking face? This is bullshit. You're lying to me. I hate this and here. Like, fucking actually commit to your bit.
But that would require effort.
Which sucks, because Season 2 of The Punisher is, like, some of the best writing for the character that there's, like, ever been. I love Season 2 of The Punisher. It's so good. That's why I was like, I hate this. See, I hate his subplot.
See, now I'm thinking about this, the whole comic accuracy thing, and I care about comic accuracy exclusively to the extent of I want it to have the core aspects that make me like the character.
My shit boils down to, motherfuckers can't be accurate with the character from comic to comic. I don't give enough of a shit. As long as you don't fuck up, like, again, same thing. As long as you don't fuck up the characterizations, I don't care.
Because I have to care about proper characterization. I'm a Superman fan now. I have to care about this now.
Damn, sucks.
Because I love Clark. And I've learned that not everyone knows how to write that boy correctly, and it bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, welcome to
it. Shout out to them bitches at Studio Mur for continuing to know how to do it. I greatly appreciate.
Shout out to my man Mark Wayne, who continues to know how to do it.
Yeah, that too. Also that too. Just shout out to anyone who knows how to properly write Superman.
There's like 5 of you, and I'm so glad that you exist. Oh,
yeah, being a Superman fan is also is one of the many reasons why I will never fucking touch an Injustice game, and why I think those games aren't good.
I hate you, Superman. In this essay, I
The most extent I've ever gone into it is that I think every character design in Injustice looks like ass. Like, because it's literally just if we have more detail, then it's more realistic mindset of suit design, and I fucking hate that shit. And it's like, I promise you, we don't need this many fucking lines and details and shit on these suits. Please learn how to properly character design. I am begging the Injustice team to actually know how to character design, please.
Mark Wade can write Superman, but can't write Dr. Doom. Your fucking Wade slander happens every time where you talk shit about Dr. Doom, the way he writes Dr. Doom.
This is just like how I can't mention Ian Flynn without someone going, yeah, it's too bad he doesn't know how to write Shadow. It was one arc in the Sonic comics. Please shut up. I promise you he got better at writing Shadow. Just shut up about the Metal Virus arc.
I love you so dearly with my whole heart. I will body slam you into the dirt.
Me or Daedalus?
Daedalus.
Okay. I thought that was a comment about me randomly making this.
I will do it till I die. Listen, I get it, right? I get where your, like, complaints lie, and I don't think that they're invalid. However, you're smelly and shut up.
However, shut up. Smelly. Ratio.
However, he wrote the best Daredevil ever, despite the fact that he himself was like, you know that's a hot take, right? Did I tell you about that? Did you hear about this?
Yeah, you did. I remember you telling me about this. I think it was one of the many times I brought up the fact that I think it's weird that they put Daredevil in Fortnite, but then the Punisher isn't in it, despite him being the one who uses guns. And then you told me about that.
I love... So, for Boone's context, because I don't know if I've told Boone this story.
I don't think you told me.
Please do.
So we went to a local comic convention, and Mark Wade was there, and I got him to sign my book, and he did a Q&A. And first of all, we were talking about, I asked him about his run of, his current run of World's Finest, of him doing Batman and Superman. And I was like, people seem to be going like a much edgier, grittier route these days, and one of the things I really like about your comics is that they're very fun and lighthearted. Why do you keep doing that? Why do you go that way instead of the other? And he's like, because that's more fun to read. And I'm like, based, I agree. And he was like, and he specifically said the words, they can be friends, Frank.
See,
just a direct shot at Frank Miller. And then my other favorite bit was Brooke went up to him and said that his run of Daredevil is her favorite and got her into the character, and he leans into the mic and goes, you know that's a hot take, right? And she goes, I know. And I out loud went, it's the best one, it's the correct take. And he said the words, again, I'll never forget as long as I live. He said, the people who hate my run of Daredevil and think Zack Snyder's movies are the best thing in the world, that Venn diagram's a circle. And I wanted to weep. I'm like, he gets it. He fucking gets me.
I remember I talked about, I actually agree with the they can be friends Frank statement, because it reminds me of something that I had it brought up in a conversation forever ago about the exact same topic.
Be friends.
Like, the thing about Bruce and Clark as characters is that they have, when you break it down, they have very similar, worldviews, from a blanket style. They want to protect the innocent. They want to uphold justice. They want to help those who can't help themselves. Very honorable things. But due to their own backgrounds and how they grew up, they tackle those exact same morals differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the best way to write them to meeting and developing is that, maybe at first they don't really see eye to eye because they have vastly different ways of going about the same thing. But then as they go on, because, they're both Justice League members, they begin to realize that maybe just because the other one's idea of it is different doesn't necessarily make it bad. And Bruce and Clark are different people, But their differences is what makes their dynamic work even better, in my opinion. Because
Clark Kent is one of those people who has the energy as well of, we're friends now, argue with the wall. Like, where he has the energy to me of someone who would see that Bruce, like, is in desperate need of a real friend and would be like, oh, so we're friends now. And Bruce is like, no, and Clark's like, yup.
Uh-huh.
I don't recall giving you a say, honestly.
This is what we're doing now.
You need a hug and some good home-cooked food, and I don't recall giving you permission to say anything otherwise.
Clark would invite Bruce to his childhood family home for Christmas.
Yes.
Like, he just would. He would, if he ever knew, like, if Bruce offhandedly said, spend most Christmases alone, Clark would be like, well, we can't have that. What?
Huh?
We can't. No.
No.
You are coming.
That's
you are
not allowed.
You are coming with me to Kansas right now. You are going to meet my family, and they are going to show you a good Christmas Eve. That's what's happening, Bruce. I didn't agree to this. Too bad.
I didn't ask.
I didn't ask.
You can't agree to something I didn't ask you to do. This is not a request.
I have a slight hot take. I have a take about Zach.
Hit me about your take.
That I don't know how hot it is, but I think it could be considered pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
One of Zack Snyder's best movies is Sucker Punch.
I agree. No, I agree. It's one of the few movies of his that I like.
Yeah.
It's because Zack Snyder's at his best when he's just allowed to be a big nerd.
Are you, I was about to say, did you see Rebel Moon?
I was going to.
I have not seen Rebel Moon.
I've never been so glad that that a Disney exec saw something and went, we'll pass, actually. Thank fucking God. Some motherfuckers want to be like, oh, Disney's fucking ruining Star Wars. No, Zack Snyder would have fucking ruined Star Wars. Oh my God. Oh my God, Rebel Moon was bad.
I mean...
Oh, it sounds like I need to watch it.
This doesn't even tackle the fact that and I told Brooke this, and I believe I told you about it as well. One of the bad symbols in Rebel Moon is just 1-to-1 a copy of the KH crown symbol with like no alteration.
Yeah, I know. I made the joke when we were watching it. I was like, when you walk away.
Yeah, no, it's just straight up 1-for-1. Like, it's not even like, oh, it just happens to look similar. No, it's just like 1-to-1 the same PNG basically. And it's like,
I'm just looking at the plot of Wikipedia. The first two words, the name of this character is already like, what the fuck is this writing? Atticus Noble.
Mm-hmm.
You've lost me already with the name Atticus Noble.
I don't know why, but there's
I named the character Elias Stormblood, and I'm less pretentious.
I am currently working on the next episode of the Gun Kitty webcomic where I introduce a character named, and I quote, Badger Skull Cobra Vibes.
Less pretentious than Atticus
Less
Noble.
pretentious. And by the way, I want to make everyone clear, the name Cobra Vibes is spelled with a Z instead of an S at the end.
Because of course.
His troops are hunting a band of rebels led by siblings Devra and Darian Bloodaxe. No.
Yes!
No. Oh.
Yes, the Bloodaxe twins! I can't do this. It's so fucking...
What kind of Dungeons and Dragons game in this is where can I sign up?
You know, I know naming I know naming characters is a bit difficult. I just subscribe to like free factions of naming characters. I either go the Sonic route of characters having first names that are basically descriptors of actions or things than proper names. I go the Toriyama route of finding a cute little naming convention to give characters. Or I go the Gungrave route and give people ridiculous ass full names like the earlier mentioned Badger Skull Cobra Vibes.
I need you to know something. I need to introduce you to something very, very funny. Good lord, this thing is worse than I thought. It's real bad.
Go ahead. What do you need to introduce me to?
So I have Valhalla's with a... Oh, I could just do a German accent. Okay, Google! Set a timer for 2 minutes. So, the thing is, right, I was, just yesterday, you're legally not allowed to rat on me, alright? If you rat on me, Chad, I'll be fucking pissed. So, so Crafty is asking us to, help him with his TTRPG.
Okay.
And we're, I wanted to help. Because he's helping me with my D&D modules that I found to make at some point. Right, so... so he has, in his game, in his thing, he has a subclass that is, it is called the Mind Boggler.
Okay.
And he was telling us, he was like, can some of you do some character art for this? And it hit me like a message from God. And I said, I will do the Mind Boggler. Because you see, chat, I am presented with an option that I cannot ignore. I am, in fact, going to make this character a goblin. It will, in fact, be a mind goblin. This is the plan.
Of course. You have to.
I have to. I have no choice. Okay, Google. Stop.
I appreciate that entire story was
in the German accent, yeah.
Was the entirety of the German accent.
You're quiet, Danica. Do you not get it?
I'm gonna be real now. I don't.
Mind Goblin
These nuts!
I am.
Wait, that's the joke?
Yeah, the whole bit is that he's gonna be a mind goblin. Mind goblin these nuts!
I zoned out through the whole bit.
No,
this whole time.
I'm glad I didn't understand the joke now because I got to hear Heaton excitedly say mind goblin.
I'm so glad.
I love
Crafty has handcrafted me.
He handcrafted it.
He handcrafted it for me, and I don't even think he knows. Does he? Chat? Does he know?
That reminds me of one video for the Shuffle Up and Play series, Tellurian Community College. So there's a card named Blank Goblin.
I saw that.
You've seen the clip?
I saw that one. That was so good.
I've seen the clip going around on TikTok. Yeah.
And just a freaking silence and light bulb moment. I just got that.
And the dude has the option, and part of the effect of the card is you get a sticker sheet, and the sticker sheets have like names. These cards are now banned, by the way, because it's stupid. But
there's too much unbridled power.
And like the sticker sheet, one of the words on there is mine.
So they do in fact mind goblin these nuts.
and the thing is like the card cares about how many vowels its name has, so it would not be optimal to pick mine. There are better words on the sheet. And the professor just says, "Oh, well, you have to pick mine now." It's like there's only one correct choice. And he sat at the table with a bunch of like pro players and a bunch of sweat hogs. And
these motherfuckers with their whole ass went, what?
And they're like, why would you pick mine? It's like, oh, come on, you get it. It's like, surely you get it. It's like, oh, and he's like, Mind Goblin D's nuts!
Just gets their ass. It's so fucking funny.
and then moments later, he's like, "Oh, I just got." And the guy doesn't pick Mind, and you can hear, and in the full video, like you can hear that even the crew starts booing him. for not picking Mind.
Boo, boo, you whore.
Hey, what the fuck did I do?
I hate it when they do this. When they're like, you have the opportunity to do something so funny, and they're like, well, I'm better than this, and I'm like, shut up! No, you're not! No, you're not! You're playing a fucking card game for a living! Do the funny bit! It'd be so funny!
If there is any Magic the Gathering play show that I would recommend for people to watch, it would be Quest for the Jank Lord, but if there were a second one, it would be Shuffle Up and Play, especially for people who don't normally play Magic. Like, it's just so entertaining. You don't even have to understand what's going on to be entertained by everything.
Goblin, thank you for the raid! Hello!
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hello there, lovely Legionnaires. I'm Mitsuru. I'm your friendly neighborhood Eldritch Abomination VTuber. I'm a variety streamer. I draw. I play video games. And today, we're just sitting down and having some quality time with chat. Thank you for sending your community over here. I hope that they enjoy a good time. I hope you had a good time on stream, and I hope that you either stick around or go and take the break that you deserve. Today we're just playing Minecraft and talking about dumb bullshit. Thank you for the gifted sub! I appreciate it. Big appreciate.
Oh, gachino.
Oh, gachino. Fucking, somebody was like, oh, is it TTRPGs, the return of the gift wizard? Well, I'm going to be playing in Crafty's next game, but I'm not going to be the gift wizard. I'm going to be a new character. Well, not a new character, he's an old character, but new to you.
I know who the character.
You know him. Listen,
I don't think I know the character, but I'm aware of the setting, like the campaign at least.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to play Kazuo in a really long time, and I love him. I love him dearly. Here's hoping this time goes better. But in fairness, we've been having to delay playing because we've had so many fucking problems starting up. So, Kazuo might just be cursed.
Listen, the Arakashi campaign definitely.
It was. And it was only. Listen, Arakashi was cursed, and it was only a little your fault. Did anyone cry during the DQ3 remake trailer? I thought Nezzy was going to. I'm a little surprised that Nezzy didn't, if I'm being real.
I mean, he was.
Arakashi 3?
He was excited. No,
he was Dragon Quest 3.
Dragon Quest 3's remake apparently didn't get canceled behind the scenes like I thought it was going to be, so.
Not only did it not get canceled, but they're
remaking 1 and 2 as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I have one problem with the free remake myself, visually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that it does that obnoxious thing that some 2D HD games do where it has too much fucking bloom.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
Like, yeah. I'm not one of those people who looks at 2D HD and automatically says, ugh, God! Like...
Just turn the bloom down.
Because for some reason, 2D HD is super hated now.
I don't know why. I think 2D HD is cool as fuck.
I think it can be cool. I just think the bloom effect is overused in places.
I don't have a problem with 2D HD as the style of graphics, but I don't get why there's so much bloom in the new DQ free remake trailer compared to the original reveal trailer, and I would like them to either lower it or give me the option to lower it if they don't want to make that the default. That's fine. It's fine.
Well, everybody was talking, so they missed my really good joke. Because I made the joke, because it immediately followed the Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong remake. I went...
Well, technically it's not a remake.
Yeah, it's the HD version.
Yeah, it's the HD version. But I made my funny joke. I went, DQ. Dragon Quest.
I heard that. I thought it was funny.
RJRPGs.
Now, me and my dumb of ass thought we were getting a Link to Between Worlds.
I also thought this.
I also this is the start of on the like the hieroglyphics thing. Yeah, that.
I was like, is that out loud? I went, is that Hilda?
Yeah, I thought that was Hilda. Like, why are there two of her?
I thought at the very least it was going to be like set in that canon.
Zelda's getting her own game. Good for her. Good for her.
Which could still be.
It's finally The Legend of Zelda.
No, I brought this up.
No, it's The Legend of Link.
I brought this up in the living room with Noe and Steph after the direct. They had a golden opportunity to name the one game where you play as Zelda, The Legend of Link instead.
God, that would have been fucking funny.
just play into it, guys. Like every game where you play as Link has Zelda's name in the title. You play as Zelda this time. Put Link's name in the title. It's not.
It's her third if you call it Zelda's Adventure. I don't.
I was about to say, no, I don't think anyone fucking does, actually.
The speedrunning community.
Yeah, okay, but the speedrunning community is insane. Those MFs will pick up some dingy, jank-ass licensed game from the 2000s and go, yeah, guys, did you know I have the world record in fucking Shrek 2 on Xbox? Like, okay, buddy.
Did you know that I have the world's record in Bongo's Revenge?
I don't know, maybe I'll find like a game.
You do not understand the tech of Shrek 2 on Xbox.
Maybe I'll find some fucking.
I hate the fact that there's probably tech towards Shrek 2 on Xbox. The speedrunning community scares me. So lately, I've been watching Easy Speezy videos to fall asleep. Because he has like just the right cadence that just relaxes me like you wouldn't believe. And, like, occasionally I've also been listening to them while awake. And there's something that's so funny to me about, like, yes, I have done speedruns. I've done 100% speedruns in, like, the latest Spider-Man game where I have to do all of this crazy glitching tech, etc., etc. Now, here's my 2-hour video of me speedrunning a fucking Flash game from the early 2000s where I have the top score because nobody else has played it.
I need to find, like, a game. We need to discover, like, a game with no runs, and then all of us as a friend group collectively make speedruns for it.
Hang on a second.
So the whole scoreboard can just be the friend group.
Speedrunners are all different. Surprised this is the first Zelda game that meets basic quality standards that we get as Zelda as a protagonist. It took this long. It is.
The problem is, as soon as there's like 10 people on the board, someone's going to notice and they're going to be like, hey, yo.
Have you fucking seen the absolute fucking state of Ultra Kill speedruns?
No.
That's terrifying. Like, I've watched motherfuckers crank out bosses that took me hours and be like, alright, I P-ranked it in less than 45 seconds. And I'm like, I didn't have enough time to process what you did. Like, there's not even... It's one of those things where, like, the tech is so precise and advanced that, like, watching it as a layman, I literally couldn't tell you what they did.
I love the term layman because I always would mishear it as lame man.
The laying man. It literally, it looks like you click. It looks like they just click and the boss is gone. It looks like they've simply deleted him. And I'm like, what? Huh?
Did you know, the boss is no more.
The boss is no more. Oh!
We have deleted the boss from existence. The boss is just not here anymore.
Also,
did you know you have been ultra killed?
Speaking of like niche communities that are passionate, so I don't fuck with YouTube Shorts too much, mainly because unlike TikTok, its algorithm is not nearly as finely tuned, and I am in fact consistently getting some bullshit. However, I have recently been getting this English giraffe VTuber girl. And
Okay.
I like her vibes. She's very cool. So I think her shit's really neat.
You saw her from across the Discord chat, yes.
I did see her from across the Discord chat, and I did think that her vibes were immaculate. But specifically because her shit, because she's nestled herself into a nice little niche, and I respect that for her. She plays exclusively racing games. And but she capital T talks about cars. And so I'm sitting here listening to her, just nodding and being like, yeah, And I'm like, And I'm listening to her talk about, like, Forza, like, the real like fucking, she's talking about, like, fucking Formula 1, and I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. I like your funny words, Magic Man! And you know what? I respect it. I respect that I don't have the slightest fucking clue what you're talking about. But it seems cool. It's just, I'm simply just sitting here nodding, just being like, That could have been really bad. This is what we delete whole saves over, is when I fuck up my math this badly, but it's fine. I noticed that was wrong, and I fixed it. Hello, Aaron.
Salutations.
It's the lore! The lore master, Aaron Tempest.
Yep. So,
You are here, in this room.
That's me in the corner.
Do you play Alan Wake? Okay. People keep telling me to play Alan Wake. I've heard repeatedly I've been told to play Alan Wake. And I keep
you should play Alan Wake.
And I keep telling people that I think so to answer your question, no, but I'm going to. And the reason there's more to this than just that is because my consistent exposure, I know nothing about Alan Wake. And it's because my consistent exposure to it is people talking about it. They're like, oh, it's one of the greats. It's up there with, like, Silent Hill and Resident Evil. And then I'm like, okay, is it any good? And they're like, God, it's just sure here. Like, I've never... Like, I hear it mentioned in good contexts, but I never hear anything about it.
Alan Wake, from my experience, has a really unique take on the 2010s era of every horror game needs to be a over-the-shoulder third-person game. And then it took that and decided, we're going to do this differently than everyone else. And from how it paces and frames its story to how it even tackles combat and puzzle solving, it is definitely a standout title among that era. And that's probably why a lot of people talk about it in this good faith they do.
Yeah.
I think the reason why you end up with the amount of it sure is here's is because I'm willing to bet that Alan Wake's general gameplay, even for its own fans, is not exactly something that a lot of people can definitively figure out how they feel about it.
It seems to be basically. That way. Yeah. From what I've seen, that seems to be it.
It's a fun gimmick.
I played it I played it this year, and I enjoyed it enough to see my way to the end, and I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed Alan Wake. And
yeah, It's one of those weird things that its phenomena is odd to me purely because it's a lot of people who are like, I really like Alan Wake, and then when I ask them if it's any good, they don't have an answer. And I'm like, I don't...
Alan Wake, I sleep. I don't really play horror games, I'm sorry.
If that's what the plot of I don't know what the game's about.
Alan Wake? More like Paul Woke.
Alan Wake,
Oh, no.
the guy wakes up, I don't know, I've never played it.
Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Alan.
It's kind of like set up too, like it's like a TV miniseries or something.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah. It does that. This is the weirdest comparison I will ever make. Alan Wake frames its story and gameplay the same way Azura's Wrath does.
Yeah, and that's weird to me.
Because both games decide that they want to portray each chapter like they're episodes of a non-existent TV show, which, granted, I'd gladly take this style of presentation over how most games nowadays try to mimic other mediums, which is by having barely any gameplay and thinking it's allowed to be a full-priced game when it borders on having no actual interactivity in the video game.
Don't talk shit
So
about
anyway,
visual novels like that.
I'm not talking about visual novels. Because 9 times out of 10, visual novels are not only priced fairly, but they don't try to pretend like they're something they're not.
No, we're talking about $60 for a movie.
Yeah, I'm talking about that kind of...
I also hate Supermassive.
I was about to say, I'm talking about like that kind of shit like Until Dawn.
My favorite movie
like,
is The Order.
Like...
God.
No, that's unfair. The Order, from what I know, has a semblance of gameplay.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, it's just short.
My favorite movie, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Like, when I talk about hating games that have little to no gameplay and then sell themselves at full price as if they're proper video games, I mean stuff like, you know, Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only... I wanted to have more examples, but that's kind of just the go-to example I think the room will understand. And it's like... Because I've said this before.
Alan Wake 2,
I think
Alan finally goes to sleep. I kind of slept on Alan Wake. Hey, Aaron, do you have a spare 4th level spell slot?
Oh, sure, I totally do. Always have a pocket psychic lance.
The math that walks like a man is here. I love that that's Daelus's title for you. It's your fucking video game.
Weirder.
It's your fucking video game like boss title.
Where was I? Shit.
I'll add it to the list.
Oh yeah. I've said this before. I think I've actually said it to your face before, Eden. I think we've had this a conversation where this opinion came out before. But I am very much a gameplay matters most kind of girly.
Yeah, you and we've talked about this because you and I.
Yeah. This is one of the many things that for some reason we resonate and relate with to each other.
Well,
the list keeps...
Yeah, this is one of the things where we diverge, because I'm more of a story... I think story's more important to me than gameplay.
Oh, I thought this was the thing we resonated on. I thought...
I know that, like, the way I feel about it is... odd. Because, like, I'll stick with things like Fear and Hunger that, like, make me want to peel off my own eyelids and eat them. But, like... the story's so good. I gotta know what happens.
See, for me, it comes down to one thing. For me. I think, you know, I've said this before. I think ideally games should be good at both. Just like ideally. You know, the best games...
in a perfect world.
Yeah, no, the best games do both really well. And the one time there was a perfect game did it extremely well. Anyway.
I love Ultra Kill.
But, no, I was talking about Hi-Fi Rush, the actual perfect game. Anyway, but what I'm getting at is that between the price of games and also the fact that I am expected to be playing the game and have an active role in it, I would rather be spending that energy and money on games where the actual act of playing the game is fun for me. And it's why I stand by my opinion that good gameplay can carry an otherwise mediocre story. But I don't care how good a narrative is if the gameplay isn't fun and I dread actually playing the game, then it's wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to spend like $40 to $70 on something that I'm not having fun actually doing the core thing in. It's why I struggle. I just stopped buying a lot of major releases until months later when they're far less expensive, so it's less of a gamble.
Right. This is one of those things where, like, I see where you're coming from and I can empathize with it. It's just, like, I don't think that you're, like, insane, for example. I just think I just have a different value, that's all.
No, that's fine, I get it. Like, I talked to Brooke. I know damn well Brooke views this completely differently from me.
Yeah, Brooke and I are similar in that.
And I don't say this as like an objective fact or anything. It's entirely just from my perspective and what I look for. Obviously, like it's for the same reason I always stand by the value of I don't judge how people spend their money. It's like that. Like, I'm not one to exactly judge what someone gets entertainment and fulfillment from in the media they consume. One, because considering some of my dog shit, some of my less than ideal media tastes in some places, I have no room to judge even if I wanted to.
You are a Has Been Hotel fan, that's true.
Yeah, you could be.
Ouch, but true.
You could do far worse than.
See, I was about to say, my go-to example was to make fun of the fact that I'm still a Ruby fan, but that I have humility, and frankly, if you want my opinion, I think being a Has-Been fan is less embarrassing than being a Ruby fan.
Unfortunately, you're right.
Because at the very least, say what you may. And I know you probably would say a lot if you didn't recognize that it was a thing that I take a lot of joy from.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, say what you might about Has-Been. It's... Some of you may argue with me on this, I don't know, but... It's certainly better written than Ruby is.
That I'll agree with. Because, like, I've talked about this before. Like, I have to sit down and watch the whole thing for, like, a full... But, like... All of my issues with Has-Been so far boil down to, I think a lot of people are ascribing malice where incompetence is a much more likely answer. Like, there's a lot of shit in Has-Been and Helluva that I just objectively have feelings about. And then we
talked about that.
Right. But then I sit down and I back up from it and I look at it again, and I'm like, yeah, most of these boil down to Viv didn't think this all the way through. And you can tell.
Funny.
Yeah.
See, it's funny you mention this. It's really funny you mention this. Because, and I feel like this may be a point that you may be interested in, because, you know, I'm probably the biggest enjoyer of this particular media in the room. I don't want to make the assumption, but...
No, you're probably right.
I'm probably right. I actually have a take that I've stated before in regards to both shows, because it's in relation to both of them. I think Has-Been is just so far a better series than Hell of a Boss in a lot of places. And a lot of that opinion comes from the fact that, and I've talked to my buddy Quinn about this, and I want to make it clear, they've made the point that it's 100% because of my preferences in writing that probably causes me to have this opinion. So bear that in mind. None of this is me saying anything in an objective stance outside of how I view art, because that's the only perspective I speak from. I say this so often because I get tired of people on Twitter when I make an opinion, they go, but people liked or disliked this thing. I don't speak for people, I speak for me.
Well, that's your first problem, expressing your opinion on Twitter.
Like, I'm aware, Aaron. I'm not a monolith, and I speak only of my own perspective, so please stop treating me as if I have to follow the group opinion just because I'm here. Anyway.
More actually speak for the wheat.
But the reason why I think Has Been Season 1 so far is a far better show than Hell of Boss has been, and it's full one season and a few episodes of its second one, is because Has Been feels more focused to me. Like, ignoring the fact that I am a person who really does enjoy a faster pace, because I've been told that. I'd never realized it, but Quinn pointed it out to me, and now I can't unthink about it. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't really know something about yourself until someone else brought it up, and now you can't unthink about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some people, even within the fandom, complain that Has Been Season 1 was quote-unquote too short. And I don't personally feel that. I get why it's a semi-popular opinion within the community. I understand why some people felt that way. I bring this up because I apologize. This is how I talk sometimes. I always try to cover my bases when expressing an opinion on anything.
It's the trauma.
So I do. Yeah, it is in fact the trauma. See, this is another thing this is the thing we actually relate to.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, as somebody who also has very similar trauma and has.
We need to just start keeping a list of. We need to make a list that's the things. The things me and he didn't have in common. We need to just have a WordPad document on standby.
God, at this point.
But we can write it together. I don't know. We can hang out. I don't know. We could hang out one night. You know.
You were saying?
Sorry. A dumb joke. Anyway, I personally think that Has Been Season 1 had a good pace because, to me, the first season introduced a lot of ideas and told a lot of stories that either I was engaged by at least, and at most resonated with to an uncomfortable degree, to the point where I reflected on years of my life. But that's kind of what art's supposed to do, so I consider that a positive. But my problem with Helava in comparison is that I feel like it spins its wheels a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It also, and this is again another personal opinion, it keeps focusing on the parts of the show I care the least about. I don't know how to tell you this, Helava Boss. I really don't care about Stallis and Blitz's relationship drama. I would rather focus on the characters in this series that I actually think have far more interesting development and narrative going on. And you have focused on some of those characters, because I think Luna's the best character in Helava Boss by a mile. And it's not just for the obvious Danica reasons, it's actually because I think she is an incredibly well-written and relatable character. But, Helava Boss is way too hell-bent on making me... pun. It's way too hell-bent on trying to make me care about Blitz and Stallis, because when I don't. I simply do not. Meanwhile, with Has Been, I actually cared about all facets of its first season.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a far more engaging overall experience for me. I would genuinely label myself more... I do still label myself a fan of both of them, but I am more actively a fan of Has Been, to say the least.
A lot of my shit boils down to, I think there's a lot of very, inoffensively incompetent shit that goes on. I think in the grand scheme of it, I think that a lot of the problems that the John Q public has with Has Been, I think are valid, but I think that people don't fully, I think they're ascribing malintent where incompetence is a perfectly reasonable answer, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the shit, especially in regards to Angel, I don't think that, a lot of people are oh, she's glamorizing abuse, and she's not. I don't think that's true. I think she wanted her proverbial cake and to eat it too, and unfortunately didn't think about what that would mean. And that's what ended up happening.
I would like to point out, for the sake of conversation, that several people who are actual survivors of said trauma, myself included, took a lot of positive things out of it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that there's anything like inherently wrong with that.
No, I know that's not what you're saying, but I feel like when a lot of people who aren't as well articulated and as you are, what I'm trying to say is that he didn't actually think before she tries to play make believe analysis, because so many people who try to analyze not just Hasbin but a lot of media in general, they always see it in such weird broad strokes and don't ever take the time to think of it on like a wider perspective. And everyone comes out of a piece of media differently. That's how art works. Like, you take different things from the same thing. That's kind of a sign of in my opinion, that's typically a sign of, at least if not a good piece of media, a very interesting. And
I think my thing is, like, again, in the grand scheme of things, I think that a lot of the issues that people have are genuine and they're valid, but I think that I think they're attributing it wrong. Like, yeah.
Greetings, online travelers. Welcome to my stream now.
Fuck. We're trapped, chat.
What have I done?
Well, first of all, you mentioned Ruby. That was your first mistake.
It typically is. Most of my recent mistakes have been caused by me mentioning Ruby. I
think bringing up Ruby and Has-Been Hotel is a very interesting comparison, especially, and it's with Hell of a Boss too. I think we got a lot of things to work with there. Not today, Davis. We do not have time for Yick.
Okay, I think we can agree both Ruby and Has-Been are better than Yick. I think we can all the whole room can agree.
That's a low-ass bar, but you're right.
I know it's a low-ass bar, which is why I think we can all agree with it.
Yeah, it's so when it comes to problematic behavior, problematic elements that because the creators weren't thinking, Ruby's got that in spades.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do you have prosthetics? Did you know that makes you less of a man?
I was gonna make
apparently.
I was gonna make the grape soda joke, but
so you also played Arrowfell, got it.
I just heard people talk about it and it's funny.
I need to play that game.
Okay, the thing about Arrowfell, Aaron, is that from a gameplay standpoint, it's fine.
It's way forward.
I was about to say, what Way Forward did with the game is that they essentially, and this is how I have to describe it.
You don't need to tell me.
They made a boneless Metroidvania, which it's a fun boneless Metroidvania, but that's what it is.
But
it's infinitely a better game than Grim Eclipse. That's a roaring review for me.
You don't need.
Can I get a fucking boneless Metroidvania with
boneless.
a 2-liter Coke?
You don't need to convince me to play Arrowfell. I want to play it. So in general, because Way Forward game.
I love Way Forward.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Aaron, did you know I like Way Forward?
I think we've discussed this, but that's not.
I hope we have.
That's not the point. We'll
get back to this later. Carry on.
Yeah. We have Ironwood's characterization, particularly because he's based off of the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. We have that duality of man versus machine, but the problem is both he and Yank kind of get a depersonalization, kind of especially when it comes to a semblance. And don't get me started on Ironwood semblance. Hey guys, neurodivergency is a superpower.
Did you know that?
Man, I wish.
I fucking also wish.
I was wait, what's your superpower? I'm neurodivergent.
I have autism. Oh.
Speaking of autism, that's what I meant, Aaron.
No, fair enough.
Oh wait, I fucked up. Hang on.
Oh, so yeah, you got that. There's the fact that like you want to have a racism allegory, and yet I can count the amount of like named POC characters that actually mean something in the plot on one hand. Like,
I thought you were gonna say that are in your company, but that's, you know. There's
well,
a different plate of cookies
in
for a different glass of milk.
Oh, hush. I'm working on it.
I'm sure. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. Here, so you aren't gonna catch me slipping on the representation department, that's for sure. Not again. But the point...
Not again.
Not again.
Not after the incident.
Not after the incident.
Anyway.
But yeah. So, yeah, and, listen. You cannot have, like, the first name black character in your show be Flint Cole. I'm sorry.
But he's so cool.
Okay, hold on. No.
You can be cool and not be named Flint Cole.
But he's so cool.
Okay, I feel like that is a definite example of they weren't fucking thinking.
They were not. It's a reference to a Minecraft like achievement hunter or something.
Yeah.
No, I get that because you know Rooster Teeth. You know, I get it. It makes sense when you know the context, but when you don't, it's literally like.
So why is this black guy named Flint Cole? Well, so you see.
It's like okay, so I have to explain to you like 2010's Achievement Hunter lore, so you understand.
Yeah.
The thing about it that baffles me is that they had Flint Cole in something else in the original context in which the Flint Cole bit like. So for those of you who didn't know this about me, I used to be a big Achievement Hunter fan. Hi, I have an OC whose name is Jeff Ramsey. But the bit was that, like, it sounded like the name of a cool, like, film noir detective. And then they did that in X-Ray and Vav. So I don't know why... I don't know why they did this.
I don't know either. When it comes to Ruby's baffling writing choices, I could be here all day. I enjoyed this series, and I'm probably going to, like... I want to see it to its completion because I'm weird like that. Hello, you're talking to the guy who willingly watched both seasons of Velma.
Why?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Why? So I can, at the drop of the hat, inflict psychic damage upon anyone I choose.
That's fair.
The biggest Scooby head I know didn't even watch that shit.
Listen. Listen,
oh boy, there's a whole other connotation to that.
Oh man, it's...
What's good, Scooby heads? It's me.
You are poor unfortunate souls. You do not know.
I don't know what a Jonas Brothers song has to do with this, but
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Well, yeah. Well, to be fair, the way that I like discussing media, I don't like talking trash about media that I haven't seen.
Same.
And typically, I don't have that high of a standard. I'm gonna be real with you. So like when the work really just like is like bad, I have to know. I have to know how it messed up. How did you do this?
How did you do this?
How did you do this?
How did you do this? And even then, there are some things that are like, I want to give a chance. Like High Guardian Spice, I so wanted that to succeed because Crunchyroll did that show so dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really wanted that to be good, but then it just became Ruby, boneless Ruby.
Boneless.
Can I get a boneless with that Ruby?
Truly, man. Like we speed ran Volume 3 in the first season. Though when it comes to Ruby, I think like you mentioned the relationship between Stolas and
Blitz and Hellas. Yeah, I did bring that up.
I have that with Ruby. I'm gonna a hot take.
Winston.
Why did I think that was the DMC5 style announcer for a second?
That's great.
I'm
Winston.
But
Winston.
I do not care for Yang and Blake's relationship. I genuinely do not care.
Aaron,
They slept on it for like
Aaron,
what, 7, 8 seasons?
Aaron,
how many?
What's up?
We get to do the We get to do the handshake meme now. Aaron Tempest with Bumblebee. Girly Wolf Puff with Stallitz. I could not give a single shit.
Here's the thing. For me, I don't like romantic sub-arcs because like they have this tendency to just like eat away of plot real estate.
I wonder. Listen, I'm just saying. Far be it from me to diagnose anyone in my life with a sexuality. But however, you speak, and then I'm like, ah, yes. Hello, fellow Arrow.
No, you see, it's the trauma talking, because when you go through Adventure Time, Miraculous Ladybug, it's like...
Aaron, when are we doing that video?
I would say I don't need to...
We'll work on it.
I would say if I wanted to sit in a VC and have someone complain about Miraculous to me for an hour, I'd call my sister.
I can help. Smile.
Like, bro, Jesus Christ.
How are you doing, Aether? It's been a while.
I'm gonna...
My bones hurt.
Relatable content.
Hey guys, it's me, Marino.
I'm one day gonna, like, sit down in a room with just Dove, Aether, and Aaron and go, so Miraculous Ladybug, and then let the three of them just take it from there.
I will never get over the disdain and hatred that a grown man has for a 14-year-old French girl.
A fictional 14-year-old French girl.
Chloe Bourgeois did nothing wrong.
And not even the correct one. That's the wildest thing.
Like, what the hell was Lila for?
Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. Anyway, she's just there to eat chips and lie.
Like, listen, okay. I think a good romantic subplot can be good. My problem is when they take this romantic subplot and then they strip away any other aspect of the character in favor of just making it like, oh, they're romantic now, yee, you know? It's like, they were characters before they got together. What happened to their character, huh?
Yeah, can they...
Huh?
I too watched Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Man. Oh man, don't.
So you can see why I have an utter disgust for romantic subplots in fiction.
It's true. It's just very funny.
And then moving back to Ruby. Can we just talk about the fact that Blake literally had like 4 romantic interests? Like,
yeah.
She had a whole. You had Adam, you had Sun, you had Ilya, and then you had Yang. You have a whole group. You have a whole team set full.
Man, Blake.
You could make a team with just Blake's romantic partners.
Yeah.
Man, Blake, you're so
cool.
Why
me and the bad bitches I pulled by doing nothing.
Why does the crewbie give you 4 love interests?
And you want to know what the funniest thing is? Like I'm gonna be 110% with you. Now I'm not into shipping, but like I was certain that Ruby and Penny were gonna be an item.
I love nuts and dolts. I love it so much.
At the very least, they'd be besties. I could see.
I love that every person I know who has some conscious interaction with Ruby agrees that Ruby x Penny is like an amazing ship. I love how that's just a commonality.
Like you cannot watch those two character arcs influence each other the way that they do and be like, oh, there's nothing there.
They both are me and the bad bitch I pulled by being autistic towards each other.
And I love that for them.
Well, me too. They're so happy.
Oh, James.
And then they killed her. And then they brought her back. And then they killed her again. And then they killed her again. And then they killed her again.
No, Volume is like, I would just like to say, for the record.
And then they made Ruby kill her.
Like, bro, how many times do you have to kill one person?
Why does the Groovy hate... Why do they hate Penny so much?
Penny literally did nothing wrong. She just
Penny's over here playing Minecraft. Why are you so mean to her?
I miss Neo.
Like, dude, don't get me started on Neo, cause God bless. So you know, like, the crutch character in, like, video games, yeah?
Yeah.
Neo was a crutch for the entire series. But legit, we would not be here if Neo was not pulling.
Neo did Ruby at 99% power, just a picture of Neo.
Like, yeah, truly, she's literally the reason why the relics fell into the villain's hands in the first place. She was the one, and I'm gonna be real, if it wasn't for the fact that Cinder had, like, those stupid maiden powers, Neo would have folded her 10 ways to Sunday by now.
Oh, for real. Oh, Neo almost won when they fought in season 5, I think. It's 4 or 5. Neo was beating her shit, and then Cinder went to creative mode like a bitch. Fight me one-on-one, Cinder, you pussy-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, then she gets folded by every other professional huntsman with a license and a robot.
And a robot.
Don't get us started about the cat.
But Ruby can't.
Wait, what cat? Hold on, wait, what cat?
Have you seen Volume 9?
Not yet, what cat?
Don't worry about it then. Anyway.
No, I'm looking it up, hold on.
Don't. You'll spoil yourself.
I probably won't.
I do want to bring up a point, Aaron, that Daedalus made, saying this respectfully. Do you really consider abusive ex as romantic interest?
No, I do not.
Oh. Okay, because they were talking about Adam, and that's why.
Oh, that cat.
When I said romantic interest, I meant like they were an item before the show started. I'm talking about people who had romantic interest in Blake, not the other way around. Because I understand where that came from, but that implies that Blake has agency in this plot anymore. Sorry about that. I need.
No, we understand what you mean. I just wanted to clear it up for Daedalus, who asked in chat.
Also, I was not spoiled because I looked up the cat. I already knew about this cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I am aware of this cat. I am more so aware of how the cat sounds when he speaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, then.
Can I just say, as bad as this may sound, people really, really hate Volume 9. I really liked Volume 9 because a lot of it too felt like a proper return to form of early Ruby. They were doing shit in Volume 9 that we haven't seen since, like, Ruby does her one, like, walking, spinning scythe move that we haven't seen her use since the Red trailer. Like, that felt like such a good return to form for Ruby, and everybody hates it, and it makes me a little sad.
Well, you see, Ruby and Blake having a conversation again? That only happens once every 5 volumes.
Yeah, how often? Do you ever notice how little, like little Ruby and Blake interact with each other?
Blake ain't here.
Yeah.
Blake is here to be Yang's arm candy. I don't know what to tell you.
It is my least favorite. It makes me so upset. That's my bit. Is I hate when romantic subplots reduce a character to just being romantic person with someone else. It was the same thing with. That's why I fell off of My Hero, because it felt like that's what happened with oh my god, what is her name? Uraraka? No, is that right?
Uraraka.
Bubble Girl? Yeah, her. That's what it felt like happened with her. Is that she just became Deku's like little princess, and she felt like she lost agency.
Which is strange, because so many of the My Hero fans I know, and I do know some, they will tell me up and down, Uraraka's one of the best characters in the series. And we'll stand by her. And if they're like my boyfriend, they have like 6 statues of her in our living room cabinet. Anyway.
Like, bro, like, yeah.
See, my favorite My Hero character has been shafted for a while now, and I get really sad about it every time I have to think about it. Like right now.
Like, bro.
I think my favorite character is dead, so I don't know.
Don't get me started on I could make a video essay on, like, the similarities of my experience watching Ruby and My Hero Academia. The difference is I dropped My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
I do want to say,
same.
I hate that when A first said the whole Deku's little princess thing. My brain mentally imagined him saying that, and it hurt. So
Oh,
thanks.
right.
He
Yeah.
would never.
Oh,
He would.
no.
He would. No. Here's the thing. He would never. I know he would never. But I have been brain rotted by all the Deku impression memes. That like.
Is he dead? See, now I'm checking.
You know the ones I'm talking about, right? Like those videos
I
where
know
people say like.
exactly the ones you're talking about.
You know, like the. Wow, a gamer girl.
A real gamer girl.
Here we are in Los Angeles. Wow, real life.
Get back here! Daddy's not done talking to you.
See, I hate that because it would be instantly funnier if you said that not as Izuku but as Vegeta. Get back!
He's not dead. His powers are dead.
No, the amount of cursed Roblox voice chat videos that keep showing up on my shorts feed are more than 0, and that is more than 0 too many.
No.
Why is this a thing?
No.
I'm derailing. I have a picture of a cute dog.
I'm shutting you. Shutting you the fuck up.
No.
Yeah, I'm derailing.
No, please, yes. I want to see the cute dog.
Reference, I watch every once in a while on my TikTok. I get these stories from, I believe, a Japanese creator who all they do is pamper their dog like a little spa.
Oh yes,
I love those.
They dressed her up like a mermaid yesterday.
I love those videos because they'll show up on my For You page occasionally. You know, my For You page isn't too busy being obnoxious. And I'll be like, "Oh baby," and then I'll watch the whole thing and then move on.
I love Mario.
But I'll watch the whole last thing. I won't scroll past until that dog is done being cared for.
The same heat and look. She's dressed up as a mermaid princess.
She's so cute. I love her. Come on,
but yeah.
Me
God, I wish I was that dog.
Oh, yeah.
Me when dog.
So the biggest favor, I think Ruby and Has-Been Hotel have the opposite problems. I think.
Oh wow! I forgot this was what started this conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, Pepper.
I know. I just got here.
So like, how is Has-Been Hotel could use an episode or two as filler? Because I'm gonna be real, these 8 episodes, like, how long was it? 10? 8? 10?
8.
I think
8.
It was 8 episodes.
Yeah, these 8 episode seasons annoy me to hell and back. Pun entirely intended.
Like I said earlier, I get why people have that complaint. I just don't have it.
Well,
but
yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, well, you gotta understand. As somebody who watched Sonic Prime,
see, but the difference is that Has-Been's good, and Sonic Prime is just another example of my opinion that there's no such thing as a good Sonic cartoon. Anyway.
Okay, we will. Like, that will have to be a discussion for another time. Okay.
There's no such thing as a good Sonic what?
Cartoon.
What do you mean? Sonic Underground is right there.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Sonic the Hedgehog is the king of isekai. Sonic X is.
Jesus, the king of
Daedalus, what do you mean the car fire?
Oh, you wanna fight? You wanna fight me on that?
Oh, that was yesterday. Keep up.
Anyway.
Listen, I haven't been online much because
I noticed.
Nah, that's fair.
It's alright, man. We'll catch up on the deep lore.
I missed you.
I missed you too, Eben. It's just also I work and like literally I start work right as you start streaming.
Look,
it happens.
All I'm saying is that call my ass the weekend the way I'm missing my motherfucking Starboy.
It's so good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ruby needs the fluff taken out immediately. There's too much. Like at this point, I'm gonna be real. I've never seen a show have like so much world building, and then like add more world building, then disregard the old world building, and then and then act like the new world building is so much more interesting than the old world building when it's not. I hate the maidens. I hate the fact that this entire episode, this entire series is the fallout of the world's most messiest divorce.
It really is.
You're so right.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Salem should have gotten the house in the divorce. That's my hot take.
No, she did get the house. That's like half the
problem. She should have gotten more.
She more houses.
She got the house. She got the kids. What else do you want?
It's gotta be like when I'm playing Zero Build in Fortnite and I get that one item that lets you throw a house at people.
The Porta Shelter, yeah.
But yeah.
Fortnite
like
player
maidens,
destroyed on site.
Like the fact that we have like what 3 different
better than
magic
Overwatch.
systems
It's a low bar, and Aether's also that. Continue, sorry.
What? I would never. Anyway, I'm not queued up for Overwatch right now. Anyway,
we have three magic systems. They all like, and instead of actually like we're seeing like how they actually would interact with each other, half of the time there's only like what 3 characters. There are 4 maidens count. Ozen is a crow.
Oz and Salem.
Crow, and it's like,
wow.
There's Oz,
maidens.
Oz and Salem, the maidens, and then there's Raven and Crow.
I count Raven and Crow under the same kind of thing as Oz and Salem, but lesser, because they really only can turn into birds.
Yeah,
in my opinion, the 3 magic systems it's like Aura, Dust, and Semblance is one thing, and then Oz and Salem, and then the maidens. Those are my 3.
Yeah, and then the relics.
Well, that I count that as the same thing as Oz and Salem too, because it's that same.
No, they're an intermedium.
Branch. What do you mean they're an intermedium?
Because the relics didn't exist during their time. They came after them.
Right. The point of the matter.
This is why I don't watch Ruby anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to watch someone fight a shape-shifting Master of Darkness, I'd watch Samurai Jack.
Dude! Now you're talking.
You're so right.
Now you speak my language.
Aaron, when are we getting together and rewriting the entire Ruby lore?
So, actually,
You joke, but
he's like, you should join Avi and I. We are cooking something.
Let me in. I will help cook. I'm doing the same thing with Miraculous Ladybug.
Dude, listen. All you have to do is just let the 2 date. Can we just get that out of the way? I hate this will they won't they. We know they will. You confirm they will. And like we know that without all of the stupid baggage that they are actually get together through the Amnesia episode. That's like the healthiest dynamic that those 2 have had.
I know.
Not even just the Amnesia episode, the
Pat Blanc, the freaking
Okay,
the freaking.
Where they were like, oh, they get together, but it ends up ending the world. Smile, and you're like,
well, it's not their fault.
Now hang on.
I know. The freaking,
it's Gabriel. I can't get over my dead wife and get a healthy coping mechanism aggressed.
No, can we just talk about the fact that it's just literally the meme? I could say, are you forgetting someone? That's literally what that was.
Oh yeah, Hyperion.
Side note, give me 1 second. I need to visit the piss department, so I will return momentarily.
I'm sorry, I'm playing Mercy and I jumped above a wall and there was a sniper pointing at my head and I went.
That's fair. I thought you were saying uh-oh to the fact I had to quit.
Oh, speaking of Avi, I heard you're rewriting the entirety of Ruby lore. You too.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with Miraculous Ladybug because it pisses me off. And then they've determined where it's like there are other Miraculouses from like different areas, and I'm just. To be fair, that was fun because then I got to make my own. Aaron, did I tell you that I came up with the idea of the Rooster Miraculous like 2 years before it came out?
I'm gonna go take care of my piss department visit. Be right back.
Go for it.
All right, go do that. That's so cool, bestie.
Fucking. Because I wrote it for an OC because I'm gay.
Like, dude, that's fine. It's Pride Month.
True. You're so right. My bad.
Aaron, do you remember how like we lost hope in like our ability to feel joy and whimsy after what we thought was the death of the Mario and Luigi series, and as it turns out, despite the fact that Alpha Dream has in fact gone bankrupt, the series' death was greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost started crying. If I was not at work, you would have heard me cry live on stream.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, God, I love JRPGs that are good.
Truly, all RPGs need action commands. Truly.
Yeah.
No, we are just hooked on the brothers.
True.
Action commands.
Listen, I think Mario and Luigi games are extremely good, and I'm really happy I might finally get to play one.
Hell yeah.
Dude, this direct was the direct of fans of blank can finally play it for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, finally, Metroid Prime fans can play it for the first time.
So, fun Aether fact. Back when I was a Wii Aether, when we had a PS2, one of the games we had was Legend of Dragoon for the PS1, which is made by the same guy who went on to make, I think it was Mario RPG. Which is where the action commands during the QTEs during the turn-based stuff came from, because Legends of Dragoon has it too.
You know, I was going to say chess should have action commands, and then I realized that's Checkmate Showdown.
Yes.
Yeah, and no, you do not. No, you. Do you know how sweaty those like chess matches will become if you do that? They're already sweaty now.
It's really awesome.
It's why I don't. It's like I have not actually learned how to play chess properly because I want to have fun with chess.
I want to play FPS chess where I have a gun.
No, this is why en passant is the only way you can truly evolve chess aside from more dimensions. Because, like, the only way to evolve the gameplay of chess is to go into an entirely different direction. That you can't sweat fucking people.
You could.
I mean, you can, but it would suck.
I mean, yeah, that's like the whole thing about like the manosphere, actually.
Yeah, sweating would make it harder.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it sure would.
True.
I didn't think about it like that.
Am I allowed to be a little toxic on main? Just for a second?
Sure.
Hey, Widowmaker, why don't you hit a fucking shot, anyway?
Damn.
Listen, I'm not having fun being the only good player on. I think she just got solo ulted. That's so funny.
Dude,
you're playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
That reminds me of the what was it? The
I
layer
had to finish the battle
stream,
pass.
where fucking Keaton's going through playing and being like, "Oh, cool! This game's really awesome. I love Ultra Kill." And then I'm in the back, like eating as much salt as can be consumed before cardiac arrest. Because I don't outer salt, I inner salt.
It was really funny. I was listening to Avi die inside actively.
It was really good. I can't wait for the next time we do it. And I don't know how to do things. Because, again...
Hopefully next time you'll be here. You'll be live.
For real, though. But, like...
Oh, yeah. I'm late. I was supposed to make dinner 20 minutes ago.
Let's go do that.
Dude,
yeah.
Bruce is such a...
I'll go.
Go make your food.
I do. Yeah, I plan on streaming later today. So.
Ooh,
nice.
Well. So yeah, I'll probably set up a time afterwards. Take care.
Goodbye.
All right.
Bye, Aaron. It was nice speaking to you for a little bit. We need to do it more often.
Yeah, we could do it later. Until next time. Take care.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
I fucking... Yeah, so, speaking of food, so my
We're making tacos tonight.
I'm gonna get salmon.
Family's gone till Friday, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna make food. So I made food, and then like the second it leaves the microwave, I look at my phone, and Bruce texts me "foomed," and I'm like, you fuck! And so I have now spent $20 on ramen because my boyfriend wants to eat ramen with me.
I have dispensed the piss. How is everyone going? What have I missed?
I'm trying to fist fight our widow so that we shall hit a goddamn shot.
Yeah, Aaron had to make tacos. I think. No, the dinner. Everyone else has made tacos.
I'm making tacos for dinner.
Well, my roommate
is. I made tacos last night.
I made what the group house has decided to call pasta that fucks for dinner last night.
What?
Damn, I want pasta that fucks.
It is pasta and some sort of add-on. We've done mushrooms and we've done shrimp. In a delicious white wine Parmesan sauce.
Ooh.
That does sound like pasta that fucks.
Yeah, we just started calling it pasta that fucks, and it was a bit.
Pasta that has intercourse.
Pasta that fucks your mom.
Yeah. I do declare that this pasta dish is quite known for having intercourse on a daily basis.
Nice argument. However, my Alfredo has made sex with your mother.
For real.
Dude.
It's an excellent argument. However, my Alfredo fucked your mom.
So, in the midst of me being hate crimes by my own family on Pride Month, my mom was like, Avi, I'm trusting you to not use your computer while we're gone. The one you bought, because we own the house, Lamau.
What?
Like, yeah, don't worry about it. My parents just like, fuck. But
I was gonna say that doesn't.
Like, don't worry about it. So I was like, yeah, you don't worry about it. I'm gonna 100% honor the contract that I signed or whatever. And she was like, good. And so I texted, like as Bruce and I were doing food plans, I was like, by the way, can you help me bring my computer back upstairs from the garage so we can use it? And he's like, why is it in the garage? So I'm like, don't worry about it. And so now I'm driving back. But as I was getting my food before, right as he was fucking texting me, the bastard, Shayna's like, wow, you've got your computer out of your room. And I'm like, yep. Because mom and dad trust me. She's like, yeah? I'm like, they should not have made that. She's like, I know. I don't know what their deal is, but it's fine. So, yeah, that's going to be great. Hopefully I'll be able to play the Elden Ring DLC on time. That'd be cool.
God, you need to move.
Yep.
Hey, Danica. Remember when you were on my stream one time and it's Harpoon?
Yeah.
Oh god, what the fuck is his full name? Because his full name is so funny. It's gonna bother me now.
Whose full name?
The guy, the Harpoon guy. Starts with him.
Shit.
Was it you?
Hold on, I know what you're talking about, but my brain's drawing a blank.
I know. It was Levitz Slambert.
That sounds
amazing.
Like a great D&D character name.
For real. Yeah, Gallifrey got it. Levitz Slambert.
That is probably one of my favorite names ever.
Just the last name Slambert.
It is not. Nothing will dethrone my favorite fictional character name of all time.
Which is?
Rocket Billy Red Cadillac.
Fair enough.
Those are really good. Mine is just... the only one I came up with was Havard Atsy.
What is that from?
What?
Rockabilly
It wasn't
Red
from
Cadillac.
anything. It's just
Rockabilly Red Cadillac is one of the free playable characters in Gungrave Overdose, a game that is better than its predecessor. It is not an inferior sequel. The YouTubers are wrong.
It's one of those. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they're all like, Gungrave Overdose fixed what wasn't broken. No, it fixed a lot of what was broken with the first game. You're just stupid. Like,
hear me out. You're a moron.
Dog, I need to specify this. I love Suda51, and I love his games. The Grasshopper community needs better figureheads, because every person who really likes No More Heroes that does internet content somehow ends up having the worst opinions on every other game they talk about. Like,
except me, of course.
Except you, Avi. You're one of the good ones, and you're someone I hope ends up being a figurehead within that community, because Lord, the Grasshopper community needs fixing now.
Dude, we got fucking. We finally got that word on that Lollipop Chainsaw remake.
Well, I don't know if it's a remake anymore. I don't really know what it is, but like, all I know is that I'm getting it because Happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that Suda and Gun teamed up to create Lollipop Chainsaw with the sole purpose of gifting it to the girlies and the gays. And frankly, thank you.
It was a gift to get.
Understandable.
Part of me thought it was just a straight up sequel.
Do you? No, we're never getting that.
I wish.
Yeah,
they do.
I didn't actually see the trailer. I just
of that game
saw it
up
on
with
my
a nice
feed.
little bow.
I'm going to end stream.
Fair enough.
And we're going to send you over to one real M. Warsaw.
Nice.
Who was also eating good because he's getting a new Fairy Tail game.
I know, I'm so happy for him.
Oh no, I'm also excited for that because I have so much respect for Hiro Mashima, so
I don't know what we'll be doing tomorrow. I haven't decided. All of my plans are... Listen, the next couple of weeks are empty until Art Fight, and then that's all we're going to be doing.
Fair enough.
So, I'll see you then. Goodbye!
Later.
Bye! I am freaking Nora.